Yeah, was Cam Ward? Oh, actually, my apologies, Matt. I think you were muted there for a few seconds. But
Oh,
no, you're fine. You're fine. You're all good. Cam Ward, number one overall. Um, was he the best player in the draft? Probably
no.
not. But was it what Tennessee needed? I think this is definitely the correct pick. We all kind of knew this was going to be the case. Cam Ward going number one now to Tennessee. Do you think this is a home run? You think you do? I'm gonna ask you a question. I know you're a Miami fan, so there's bias here. Do you think Cam Ward pans out at the next level?
Yeah, absolutely. I do think out of all the quarterbacks, everybody's saying that they don't love the quarterback draft this year. I don't hate it completely. Do I think that there's, you know, definitely better years out there for sure, but I do think that Cam has proven to be a top guy for the sole fact of the capability of being in the multitude of different college programs that he's been in, and then finally like getting some talent around him with Miami. Like I think his stock has just skyrocketed for that reason of just the versatility that he has to be in different environments and still stay the same, still stay even keeled. And I do believe that if you're on that TV, you're going to be slightly ahead of me, but that's completely okay, obviously. But I do think that Cam, while not the best guy in the draft, and you know me, I like going with best guy available, but when you have a team need like quarterback, I think that supersedes the best available guy when you have to go and get the best available at the most important position.
All right, but we also now have breaking news. Cleveland trading pick number two to Jacksonville. That is the second overall pick. Jacksonville in exchange is going to give number five, number 33, which is the first pick tomorrow in the second round, and number 36, which is the fourth pick on Friday night. That's a huge trade. That's huge. There was rumblings
And you
that
know what?
Cleveland was gonna dish that second overall pick off. We all thought Travis Hunter was gonna be that guy. So now Jacksonville, I don't know. Is this Abdul Carter? Is this Travis Hunter? Who is this?
It's absolutely Travis Hunter. I've been saying that Genty or McMillan's going to end up being the Jaguars pick at 5
It's
for the sole
Travis.
fact of just knowing the cons. It makes sense. It has to be Travis,
It's
right?
Travis.
Because it just makes sense with the cons. They love their big name guys. They will always try and go get big name over everything else because let's be honest, the Jaguars don't know football, right? They just know name power. And Travis Hunter being this pick, it's just I don't know how we didn't see this coming, honestly. Like, especially for the Browns being as incompetent as they are, although they're getting a kind of a haul for it. So, and they're only trading back to 5. Not honestly like the worst move in the world for me, buddy, but this is a Khan family move. The biggest name in the draft
Yeah.
just makes sense being on the Jaguars.
Travis Hunter officially a Jacksonville Jaguar. The commissioner just announced the pick. Do you like this? Because here's the thing, Travis Hunter is by all stretch of the means the best athlete we've seen in probably a decade. Right, like Jabril Peppers is probably the only guy that comes to my mind, and even Jabril wasn't this highly touted. He wasn't a Heisman winner; he was a Heisman finalist. This guy's a Heisman winner, top five cornerback in the nation, top five wide receiver in the nation. So it's like this is a Swiss Army knife that we haven't seen since Deion Sanders. Grew grew in Deion's system, learned under Deion. This guy has the potential to be the next Deion Sanders. I'm not gonna say he is the next Deion Sanders because we're not gonna go ahead of ourselves here. I think Jacksonville for the draft capital you're giving up the fifth pick number 33 and pick number 36. I think that's more than enough for a guy like Travis Hunter. I think for the Cleveland, that's a great haul. That's three day one starters that you're going to be getting for a guy like this that you potentially weren't really too keen on drafting.
Yeah, and I don't understand why you wouldn't want to be keen on him, but I will say this. I think this is the worst case scenario for Travis Hunter because if there's any team in the NFL that is going to actually buy into the dual side starter and just overwear him, it is the Jacksonville Jaguars, right? So I think they're going to give him that free reign to do exactly what he wants of being an every down wide receiver, being an every down cornerback. And I actually think that the wear and tear is going to just be a little bit too much on him. And that's a shame because I think if he would just lean into one or the other, he'd be absolutely elite. But I do think, I fear that it's just going to be too much of a load on top of him.
They had Eric Armstead out now announcing the pick, but I think they showed Travis on the TV and he was getting the call. So they haven't announced the pick yet, but you know this is going to be Travis. Like there's like
Yeah.
there's no shot this isn't Travis, right? Like if they go Abdul Carter here, I will genuinely be like floored.
I just don't see it happen. I think it absolutely is going to end up being Travis Hunter. I absolutely love that you were like 3 seconds ahead of me, so I get to be a little bit surprised on your screen over your shoulder.
Oh,
But
there's that
coming
beautiful
back with
noise.
it,
That beautiful noise. I
you
love
gotta
it.
love the chime with it. Oh, real quick, by the way, Cam Ward draft fit, 7 out of 10. Little plain Jane, but I liked it. I love the rep of the U with the pin. It's a solid suit. I love it. I'm gonna be ranking
Oh,
suits all night long.
there's Travis. There's his girlfriend. I know we all
Of course.
know the girlfriend. I won't say anything. I won't say anything tonight. This is his night. There
You
it
know,
is on the
just
board.
working in the environments that we have, people are not the biggest fan. I'll leave it at that.
You know, people like to, especially nowadays, people love to invade that personal space between, especially with social media and everything. Like, let the guy live his life, man. You don't know the situation. You don't know anything, but congrats to Travis, man. We saw him win the Heisman a few months ago when we were working it. We saw him walk by. He's a cool cat,
Should've won
bro.
the Heisman.
He is a cool
Good
cat.
guy. Listen, he seems like a cool guy. Shouldn't
I
have
don't
won
know
the
about
Heisman,
the
in my
pink
opinion.
suit though. I don't know about that.
You know. I'm waiting to get a glimpse on it on my TV real quick because, like I said, I am a little bit behind you. Like they just announced the pick right here, and the Jacksonville fan base going with it. Honestly,
I'm not with
I
it.
just wish
I'm
there
not
was.
with it.
I
I'm not
wish
with
there
it.
was. I don't mind the hot pink. I don't mind the hot pink. I wish there was a little more bling with it. I
Yeah.
don't know what is going on with like. Did he put like an industrial bar that you normally get as the piercing
And also,
up top
if
across the
if
middle?
you're gonna do a hot pink jacket, why are you wearing black pants with it?
No, I don't mind the black with it. That's not a problem for me, dude.
No.
Like
There's just too
I,
plain Jane here.
I that's what I'm saying. I don't mind the black with the pink. It's a good look. I just wish that there was a little more jewelry going on. Maybe like a different style of tie. Like I think there's a black tie within it, and that just kind of gets lost for me.
Yeah.
Um, I like the shoe choice quality, but I gotta be honest, I'd rather wear a cam suit. So for that reason, I'm going 5 out of 10.
Now the Giants are on the clock.
There's only one name, right?
I mean, there's Abdul, but there's also been rumblings that it could be a quarterback. I'm not gonna say that it's going to be. It's probably not. I mean, if they go Shadur here, I will absolutely fall out of my chair because that is craziness. On ESPN right now, they say best available is Abdul Carter, but the best fit is Jalen Walker. Why would Jalen Walker be the best fit when Abdul Carter's literally on the board? Are they just trying to say like based off of like what the team needs?
Who said this?
ESPN. I'm on like the ESPN like DraftCast app.
I highly disagree. And I also think that we got some people in the chat on YouTube trying to interact. If we could snag that up there, I want to shout out the fellas. I believe, shout out Will, Gino, Angie. We appreciate you guys supporting. Don't worry, Charlie will be here later on in the evening. And to answer your question right now, I just think that Abdul Carter is not only the best name available, but 110% is a fit. Kayvon Thibodeau is not necessarily working out. I think that do they need a quarterback? I don't know because they just got Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. They need a quarterback for the future, but they don't necessarily need one right this second. And I think going to get a guy coming off the edge and potentially trading Thibodeau and getting some compensation back for that, I think the fit 100% is going to be working there for me, buddy.
Listen, we agree to disagree on this one. I love Travis.
Me and you?
I wish, yeah. No, I just don't think it works. I'm sorry.
For Abdul Carter to the Giants.
Oh, no, I thought you meant like the draft fit. I heard you say draft fit at the end there. Sorry, I'm making a story post right now for people to join in here. Because we want more people. We want more interaction. Guys, in the chat, Will, Giancarlo, boys, give us some of your takes right now. We can reevaluate them right now as we are waiting this Giants pick.
I'll tell you right now, I've been talking with Will throughout the day, and Billy Boy's sitting there telling me that the Giants are going to end up trading back in at the later rounds of the draft, just trying to hopefully snag in on the later first round, I should say, trying to get back in and snag Jackson Dart before he comes off the board. But if they do that, they got to jump before the Saints. It's coming out that apparently that the Saints are completely high on him, and don't be surprised they end up overdrafting there. So what's your pick for the fits real quick? What are you giving Travis?
I think the Cam Ward fit, I would say probably like an 8 out of 10.
I'm
But
at a 7.
that
I'm with
Travis
you.
fit, bro, I'm sorry. That's getting a 5 for me, man. That's
I'm also at a 5. I'm with you. Like it's not horrible. He could have done more with it. You know, this is the biggest night of your life. You gotta come to impress.
so
But
Deion. They
like I
showed a
said, what do
stat
you?
on the screen here. Deion Sanders, last player with 8+ starts on offense and defense in NFL history. You think Travis breaks that?
Yeah, 100%. I think he absolutely breaks that. Is it going to be at the same level? I question it. You know, Dion's special, but so is Travis. And you know what? I will say this. Like have been giving Travis a lot of flack because oh, look who it is. Look who it is.
Who is this?
Jeremiah. He is probably
Oh.
number 1 draft guy.
Oh, Charlie coming in here.
He's good.
He's the other white guy that he's played.
Charlie, you're live right
what?
now here on the live stream here.
He's a college guy too. I don't think he played.
I'm calling him right now. I don't know if Charlie meant to.
He's in. Oh, he's in.
Quick.
What's
I
up?
had to
Oh,
tap
wait.
in real quick.
Giants picks going on right now.
It's a dual Carter, bro. I'll ruin it for you. It's a dual Carter.
Stop spoiling me.
Just a
Damn,
bad
Abdul
thing.
Carter going through
Here's
the
the
Giants.
thing. Here's the thing. The Jaguars are idiots for trading their first-round pick next year. Travis Hunter is going to be a generational player, but giving up your first rounder next year for a non-quarterback, moving up 3 spots and giving up your first-round pick next year—that's bad business, dude. Bad business.
They give their first next year as well.
Yes.
I saw
First next
the
year,
deal.
or
It was
second round
the
next year,
5th, the 32nd, the 33rd, and the 36th. That's what I got.
and their first-round pick next year.
Yeah. The
What?
Browns absolutely fleeced
Did
him.
Browns
ESPN not
fleeced.
include
They
that in the
fleeced.
tweet?
I'm telling you, man. Bad business.
Oh, then they
I
own the
like Travis
Jaguars
Hunter. I love
26
Travis
first
Hunter.
round pick. Oh my god.
Terrible.
Yeah, that's bad,
Terrible.
bro.
That's bad. That's bad business.
That is
And the other,
bad
and another thing
business.
I'll leave you guys with real quick. Karl Anthony Towns is showing up tonight. He's actually taking shots. I love it. And now we have to wait and see if he keeps shooting in the second half. But so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing.
What's the score?
They're up. I think it's like 64-49 right now or something.
I love how Charlie's brain works because it's like NFL draft night, the biggest thing going on TV right now, and it's just so minute for this game 3 for the Knicks. He's like, I don't give a damn. Like, it's just one night. These guys are getting drafted. Like, it is what it is.
No.
We got to beat the Pistons right this second.
Dennis Schroeder pissed me off though, bro. He hit a 3 over Mikal Bridges, and he hit him with the shimmy that Bridges does, and I was like, dude, you're not like that. You are literally not like that.
Speaking of not being like that, Abdul Carter fit. Love the chain, Ant, but giving off some monk vibes here with the trench coat look. What are you thinking?
Wait, I didn't get a chance to look at it. I'll let you know when I see it. But dude,
I'll be back, fellas.
Charlie, we'll see you
see you,
after the
buddy.
next game. He'll be in here.
Go Detroit, go Detroit, go.
Wow. But I'm just gonna say this right now. This Giants defense, scary.
Yeah.
You
100%.
have. I hope Kayvon can come back next year with a little bit of a revenge tour. But if you have Kayvon, you have Abdul Carter, you got Brian Burns, you got Dexter Lawrence. Those guys combined can get like 40 sacks for you. The Giants might far and away run away with the sack lead.
If they could show up, I mean, it's definitely the Giants' best part has been their defense, right? And I think just adding him as a piece, it just makes sense. I mean, the debate was going to be who's going to be the best player out of the draft. Like I said, just because I thought that Genty should have won the Heisman does not think I think that he's going to be the best NFL player necessarily, right? So I think the debate is whether or not is it going to be Travis or is it going to be Abdul. And I'm actually more likely to believe that it's going to be Abdul because I just think the Jaguars are going to misuse Mr. Hunter that much. But Abdul Carter here at 3, I think it's an immediate impact player. I think he's a hell of an athlete, and I'm actually afraid, being a Cowboys fan, him being on the other side of the line the 2 times a year that we have to play against them. And I need you to find this this fit.
Oh, okay.
The chain's saving it for me. I'm a 6 out of 10.
I
buddy.
like the leather vest, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, but does it go all the way down to the legs? Am I seeing that right?
They're zooming out here. Oh yeah, it's sort of like a trench coat. I don't hate it, dude.
Yeah,
I don't hate it. I give
6
that.
out of 10.
I think that's with Cam with me. That's 7 out of 10. I'm sticking with it. I'm thinking with the pick. All right,
the
so
chain absolutely saves it.
Patriots pick is in. This is probably Will Howard, right? Not Will Howard. My bad. Well, did Charlie just leave?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what took so long for that to get out of there, but it is just back with me and you. And I believe the 1 second in. I just wanted to pull up my mock draft real quick. Will is it not Will Campbell?
It's probably Will Campbell here, right? It's got to be.
I mean, yeah, I think would not be surprised if they go Ted McMillan, just trying to get like another wide receiver in there and him being the best wide receiver in the drafts, what it seems. But I think you want to get protection for Drake May, and I think you have to go Will Campbell.
Yeah, they either go offensive line here, or this could be Ginty. Those are the only two things I could really realistically think of. They're not gonna go Mason
you really
Graham.
think it's gonna be
I don't
Yeti on
think
that?
they'll go Mason Graham if they're gonna go O line. If they have a chance of getting a better O lineman or Ginty on the board, they won't go. Mason
I think it's
Graham.
gonna be Will Campbell. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. If you want to go defensive tackle there, you could, and that's the right pick at Mason Graham. But I think if you're going offensive line, Will Campbell's got to be the pick. I just don't see Genty happening here for the sole fact of, Ramondre Stevenson's a workhorse for them. Do they necessarily need another running back? I think you need protection for that quarterback or another wide receiver for him to throw to pair along with the agent Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
You know.
There's no way they go Tet, bro. Come on.
I don't say never. Like,
Well,
I don't think
on my mock, I had Tet going at 5 to. No, I had him going 6 to Vegas.
yeah,
I had
because
the
I had
Jaguars
him
taking
going
Graham
5.
at 5. But now with Cleveland down at 5, I mean, I could see them going offensive line at that pick. But I can also see them going Shadur Sanders now.
Yeah.
Like
Who going Shador Sanders?
Cleveland.
Oh,
now
you
they
just
traded
messed me up
down?
there. My bad. I thought we were still talking about the Patriots. I was like, hey, what are you talking
No,
about?
no,
Like, way. But
Cleveland.
yeah,
Cleveland.
you don't be surprised. Honestly, do not be
Since
surprised.
they traded out of that pick?
Like I firmly believe that Cleveland needs a quarterback.
Oh man,
You
I'm
know,
I'm
Like,
now very intrigued at what Cleveland does at 5 now. I'm really intrigued.
for sure. Apparently the Patriots pick is in.
No, it is.
and Has it come through on your side yet?
It's not. Yeah, no, they haven't announced it yet. But it's gotta be
Gotcha.
Will Campbell, right? Like,
That's the safe move for me, but like I said, I would not be surprised getting a second option with it. Shout out Mr. John Carlo in the chat. My man, absolutely a Patriots fan. I'm sure he's looking for protection.
he said, "No, I
everybody
need
keep-
Hunter at 4." Sorry, buddy, that wasn't happening.
It's not happening.
It wasn't happening.
It wasn't happening. No, he too good of a talent to fall. You had to trade up if you wanted to go get him.
Yeah, no. I could have seen New England making that move. Like, if they really wanted Travis that bad, they could have made the move. Jacksonville
Yeah,
just loves to, like you said, it's a con move.
Dude,
That's a
It is a con move. Like, I don't know how. Like, I've been saying, it's so funny, Ant, because I was right that the cons were going to make the pick based on big name. It just completely slipped my mind that they would just trade up, 3 slots and just throw away an entire king's ransom to go get him. I can't believe, like, it was already like I just got done saying that Cleveland being incompetent, but turns out they're looking like they're making the move of the draft right now, right, with the compensation that they're getting.
yeah. Like, this is for one guy. You got 2 or 3, no, 2 first, 1 pick that's the first pick of the second round, which is basically
be a first
might as well
round,
be a first
you know?
round pick. That's 3 first round picks basically that you're
You know?
getting for
Like,
Travis Hunter. That's crazy.
Essentially, like,
That's a quarterback haul, and you're getting it for Travis Hunter. I'm starting to think Cleveland might have won this trade.
oh no, they 100%. I don't care how good Travis Hunter ends up being. Like, this is one guy for crying out loud.
It's not even
And
a
it's like,
quarterback. It's not even a quarterback.
he's not even touching the ball every down. You don't throw at him, and it's like, yeah, like, how many times, if he's just strictly a cornerback, how many times can he impact the game is the question, right? If he ends up being a wide receiver and he's playing quarterback, how long is it going to be before this guy ends up gassed or, God forbid, hurt, Like, I just don't know, man. I definitely think that Jacksonville is thinking that they are just getting the
Oh.
golden hen there.
Patriots take Will Campbell.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Absolutely. Especially with Vrabel being there, he knows a thing or two about rebuilding a franchise. And the first thing you got to do, once you get your franchise quarterback, you got to get big bodies to make sure that you protect them. They firmly believe in Drake May as of now, correct? So why not make sure that he is fully protected?
Yeah, Will Campbell, there's always that talk about his arms being a little too short, but come on. The guy was all SEC offensive lineman, All-American. Like, this guy, there's a reason why he's available in the draft. 6'6", 319, he's a big boy up front, and New England's just, the last couple of seasons, pass pro has just been one of their Achilles heels on that offense. I mean, I shouldn't say one of theirs. They have many Achilles heels on offense, and I think rebuilding the offensive line's a good start. You got Stephon Diggs now. You still have Ramondre Stevenson. Hunter Henry's still there at tight end. They need some weapons. They need to get another receiver in this draft. I think second round, there's going to be a couple of receivers probably there. At that point, I mean, there's Trey Harris potentially. I could see maybe them reaching on a guy. Let's see. I want to know what Matthew Golden goes for in this first round. Will Matthew Golden stay in the first round? If not, I could see New England maybe getting him early second. That could be a pick right there for them as well.
And I am looking at this Will Campbell fit right now. We got green on green with white pinstripes, no tie, white undershirt, and a pair of white sneakers.
Yeah, that's a 9, bro. That's a 9.
That's a 9?
That's clean. What are you talking about?
And you know what my problem is?
That's that barbershop quartet.
Dude, I love that the pinstripes are lining up right now.
You know me, I'm a Yankee boy.
Dude, I would like to see, maybe a little tie action with it. Maybe a different undershirt. I'm not loving like the white undershirt.
It's that hello my baby, hello my honey.
Sneakers with the suit just don't always go good. I don't think that's a great combo with it. Like, I understand why you like it. I like the pocket square, but honestly, maybe I'm being a little bit harsh. I would rather wear every other suit that I've seen since then, and I'm going 4 out of 10.
You're bugging, dude. I will say that's a bugging take.
I think there's ways to dress that up better, buddy. Like, I just personally think that, like, it was in the right direction. He just didn't fully execute on it. I'm a 4 out of 10 on that one.
All right, Cleveland on the clock. Got 7 minutes here.
Oh, I would love.
Pick is in. Pick is in.
I would love it.
Yo, you think it's Shador? You honestly think it's Shador?
Could be.
It could be.
Dude, I've never seen somebody get soured on like so fast in my life. Like this, like I don't necessarily.
Shador was the
believe
first
hype
pick 2
that
months
Shador's
ago.
So it's like I think Cleveland is definitely thinking that they just fleeced. And think about this, right? Even if Shador messes up, they got a compensation for next year. It's not like Jacksonville's gonna do anything crazy. Where like there's insurance with that. They can agree. They can gamble here, my friend.
What do you think the Cleveland front office thought when Jacksonville laid out the offer to them? They were probably. You're telling us we still get the 5th overall pick, and the number 1 pick in the second round, and a first next year, and pick number was it? They have another pick, a second round pick next year, 36 and 36.
Yeah, I think whoever was on the who picked up the phone had to repeat it at least 2 or 3 times because nobody was actually believing.
This is like the Luka trade.
No, this is worse, bro. This is worse.
You think it's worse? No.
Dude, yes. This is absolutely worse because at least
is this like hold on?
Davis
is this like Ricky Williams? This is like Ricky Williams draft day type of thing.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. But it's just like, dude, it's one guy. Like,
think about that Ricky Williams trade, right? Back in was it 07 that was? Oh no, that's way earlier than that. It was like 99, 2000. Ricky Williams trade.
Honestly, Angie, I know you're in there, buddy. Help me out with it.
Traded their entire draft that year for one guy.
Yeah.
I don't think this is an equivalent because that's what, like 6-7 picks right there. But 2 firsts and 2 seconds for a guy who's a non-QB, it's up there as one of the craziest draft day trades of all time.
It might be the craziest.
Herschel Walker still.
Sure. I wouldn't be surprised if this one cracks its way into the top 5 when history's all said and done, buddy. This Travis one is insane, and we should have seen. I was on the right thinking trail. I should have been more creative. Damn it, that's what I'm mad about.
The last couple of years, we've seen the AJ Brown trade. That was a big one. What are some other like notable draft day trades? I mean, Ravens trading back in the first round to get Lamar. That was a big one.
I still can't believe like Lamar. Like that is where I lost all like people have no clue what they're doing when it comes to the draft. Seeing
Browns are
Lamar
picking. Browns are
fall-
picking. Browns are picking. They're taking the D tackle from Michigan.
Graham.
Yeah, Mason Graham.
Okay.
Okay. You know, I guess
Safe pick.
Mason Graham.
You know?
I guess.
Not what we wanted. We wanted this.
I
Shador.
wanted some craziness. I wanted Shador.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we got craziness, but I think maybe we're asking for a little bit too much. Here,
Yeah,
right?
maybe we are. I don't know.
You know.
You know me. I wanted the world to come undone.
Just absolute chaos coming with it, man. You know, anything on the chat?
Let me check right now.
I'm
Mason
just
Graham
waiting
at
for,
5 from Dan. Browns loaded up on picks and beefed up inside. Good business. Yeah, you know, it is the safe pick. It is the safe pick. It's just, I want Cleveland to suck.
that he's not a biased Ravens fan. At
I'm
all,
not
right?
a biased Ravens fan. No way. Why would I be?
Oh man. All right, Mason Graham. I mean,
Hold on. I'm going
gray
to step
suit,
away for a second.
like
If you
the
want to keep
chain.
talking, I'm going to step away just to
Yeah.
grab some water.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. I'm just checking out this fit right now coming from Mason Graham. I mean, just plain Jane gray suit. I would have. It's too hot for it to be a turtleneck. Necklace is all right. I mean, again, gentlemen, I think I'm just at a 4 for this one. It's we got to be better here. This is the night of our lives. Why are we going plain Jane gray over here? Like I know I was harsh with the green pinstripe suit. Like it was a solid suit. Just could have been a better look if he would have just tied it together. I don't know. Maybe I might have to change that one. But Mason Graham, I think definitely coming down with it. The Browns maybe are turning the page on looking like a competent organization. You know, I would have loved to seen the crapshoot coming with Shador Sanders there, but to get the haul that they have and then to take the safe pick coming with Mason Graham, I can't say that I entirely hate it. I think that they're just making this best business move. What up, buddy? Oh, taking off the collared shirt. What's the matter? You get out of your seminar and
I'm out of my
it's gotta
seminar. It was just hot. It was hot. It's hot.
It
Here.
was just.
It's a hot day.
I was
out.
just saying, bro. I think I'm at a 4. This is too plain for me, man. Like,
I couldn't even say it. Sorry, my bad.
it's.
Are we
literally
going to
hard.
really evaluate all these draft fits?
Yes, we are. That's what I'm here for. That is part of draft day, my friend.
Draft
It's
day.
my
No,
favorite
when I
part.
think of draft day, I think of going up to Commissioner Goodell and trying to
Yep.
squeeze him as hard as he can until he tries to almost break.
Yeah, I mean, I'm never gonna be a player though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like part of the fun is what people are wearing. You know, like this is fashion week for the NFL. Damn it, this is like NBA draft, NFL draft. You see some of the coolest fits, and you see some of the worst ones. You know.
All right, we got Raiders on the clock. 7 minutes. Gene T.
Please
Tet.
please let Genty fall. Why you keep calling it Genty? It's Genty.
You can call him either or. Genty.
Again.
Tet. There's a lot of options that the Raiders can potentially go to here.
You don't believe it's gonna be
Tyler,
Genty.
they
You
can,
said that
they
with
can go
Texas
Tyler
Smoke
Warren if
Bears,
they
right?
really want.
You think?
Yeah, I mean they could also play like really safe and go Membu, and try to snag him from the Jets.
That'd be funny.
Who you,
What
got?
do
You think
let's
it's
say
Genty? You think it's Genty?
I think it's Genty. Unfortunately, I don't want it to be. I could also see it being Ted just going to get a wide receiver for Geno Smith now. Being
I
starting
had
quarterback, but-
Tet in my mock, my last mock. I had Tet.
So
I had Genty
I
falling
can
to
see that
9
happening too.
to the Saints.
I want Genty to keep on falling to
Well,
12.
I think Raiders right now, they're the phones are ringing right now in that
Dallas,
war
go
room.
up and get him, baby. Oh, by the way,
The phones
you-
are
you
ringing.
wanna
There's
see-
probably a bidding war
love-
going on for Genty right now, and they're trying to field that offers. They probably don't want to take Genty at this pick. I think they had that smoke screen. There was that report that came out a few days ago that had said the Raiders, who's their GM? I forget the guy's name, but they said that he's very keen on drafting running backs in the first round. To me, that is the textbook smokescreen, trying to get teams to buy on that pick. The pick is in, so the Raiders did not trade it. Okay. I guess they were definitely listening to offers, but they are going to select here at 6.
Real quick, speaking of Fitz, gotta rep the old man with the Buffalo, and I got a Cowboys hat on. The only two teams that I
Oh.
truly give a damn about. Oh, look at it! I knew you were hiding it somewhere.
I got my
I
Rangers
knew.
out here.
I knew.
Oh, Genty the Raiders.
Official?
It's official.
Oh man, I'm heartbroken. I wanted him so bad, but I'm glad that my mock draft is holding strong right now.
Yeah. Well, I thought for sure that was going to be a smokescreen. I thought, the Raiders were definitely listening to calls there before that pick. But they were just like nothing too good to pass up on arguably the best running back in the last half decade.
I'm so mad right now, and just looking at like the chat, fellas are happy that Genty didn't end up being a Cowboy. Should have been the Heisman winner. I will keep on saying that 800 more yards than the guy in second place, single-handedly carrying a damn team. Like, come on, but what a player, man. I'm heartbroken. This is always like, damn, if only we would have just moved up a little bit or something. Now we'll see what happens. Oh, Mr. Genty, what do we have here with the fit coming on? Is that brown with a pattern? Dark. I think I'm liking this. This might be the suit for me so far. Oh yeah.
Okay.
That is classic, my friend. 9 out of 10. Love it. Bow tie action. This is what we're talking about.
Genty's gonna make an immediate impact wherever he goes, and I
sure.
stand by that. Even though the Raiders don't have a great offensive line on paper, like you can't deny the fact that this dude is gonna come in day one. He'll be a 1,000-yard rusher. I'm pretty confident in that in year one.
Sure.
He was a workhorse at Boise State, and granted they had a very good O-line and played in a weaker conference, but the break tackle ability, straight line
Keep
speed,
that troop behind you, buddy.
balance. Oh, that's just very plain. A little purple action.
I don't think it's too plain. I love it, dude. That's just classic.
Yeah.
I love the
Yeah,
style.
that's a good 9. I give that a 9.
It's 9. It's a 9.
I'm
I'm
with you. I'm
I
Will
gotta be
Campbell.
honest. I think I was a little too harsh on Will Campbell, if I'm being honest.
You were.
I think I was.
You
I think
definitely
I
were.
was. It's not a 9. It's not a 9.
It's
I
a
think
9.
I gotta upgrade that.
It's a 9.
I gotta upgrade that.
It's okay.
It's not a 9.
Okay,
but
man. It's all right. It's okay to admit you're wrong. It's okay.
I'm so mad that he could have made that fit a 10, and I just was too harsh on it. We're upgrading that to a 7.
Oh, Pistons currently down 3 to the next 70-67. Tim Hardaway Jr. against his former team with 21 points.
Yo, the Jets pick is already in.
Charlie. Charlie's gonna jump in as soon as this pick is in. I can already.
Oh, 100%.
I already know it's gonna
There's gonna be a quick take, and then he's out. There's gonna be.
This is exactly what it's gonna be. Membu, and he's like, "This is exactly what I expected. Nothing else. We're good." Boom. He's out.
Yeah.
You think this is probably it's either Membu, but I could see them going Tyler Warren here potentially as well.
I think that would make sense. I mean, why wouldn't you want to get either way, it's safety or the safety blanket for Justin Fields, right? Either beefing up that O-line or just giving someone else to bail out. I mean, there's really only wide receiver to look forward to working with, right? And Garrett Wilson, so why not? Devontae Adams gone. I think they still have Lazard, but come on, is he really going to be doing much? Not at all. I think giving him Tyler Warren can, potentially, bail him out in some situations. But I've heard everything that it's going to be Membu, so that's where I have to stick with it.
The Jets' current needs: offensive tackle, wide receiver, tight end. The 3 best players still. I would say 3 best players, but 3 of the top 5 players still on the board: Membu, Tyler Warren, and Tet. So their needs are there. They can go in either one of those directions, just depending on what they really value at this current stage in the game. You have Justin Fields. You still got Brees, but there's reports going around saying that Brees is probably going to get traded at some point this offseason. So it's weird. The Jets are in limbo right now. The Jets are really in a limbo state right now because I think you don't expect with Justin Fields this year that they're going to be able to compete, especially in the same division as the Bills.
Yeah. No, absolutely not. Hi, fellas. I'm getting blown up in the chat. They're loving it, bro. They're loving the stream. I heard that it's going good. I love it. But speaking of the Jets, right, I think that they have the chance right now to hit the rebuild and do it the right way instead of just trying to lay down an entire foundation and put the beams up as fast as possible. Like, go brick by brick here and build it the right way. And I think you do that with a Membu. And you don't always need like the sexiest pick, and sometimes
Yeah,
you
but
just
like
need,
think about the Jets
right
in
pick.
past years. They've gone offensive line at these picks, and it just hasn't worked.
Yep.
Like they always draft these like very injury ridden type of guys. And then when they did draft sexy a few years ago, they went crazy and they got Garrett Wilson, Sauce, and Brees Hall all in the first 2 rounds.
I guess it did work that way.
It
going
worked for
sexy,
them.
right? So who's the sexy pick for you?
Ted.
Okay.
Or Tyler. I think Tyler Warren could be a sexy
You think Tyler
pick.
Warren's sexy?
Yeah,
Hey, yo.
no, man. Think about Brock Bowers. Was Brock Bowers sexy last year?
Brock
Best
Bowers
tight end
became
in
sexy,
football
that's
now.
for damn sure. Became sexy. That's for damn sure.
Why you hate on the tight ends? Tight end is a sexy position, bro.
It can be.
It is.
It can be.
It is. No, it is.
It can be. It all depends.
They have
You
National
think-
Tight Ends Day for a reason now, Brandon. Okay.
It depends. Oh, I mean, I guess everybody's celebrating that besides Mark Andrews these days, right? Oh.
Shut up. Don't come at my team right now, all right? You don't even have a tight end. Who's your tight end right now? Ferguson?
Yeah.
The guy who's dating what? Haley Van Lith? Is that who he's dating right now?
You wish you were dating Haley.
I
Van
wish
Lith.
I was. You are right about that. You are right about
Like-
that. Come on now.
See, I can't say things like that. I'll get in trouble.
Why?
10-year relationship, buddy.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant like in general. I'm like, you're 27. She's like 23. What? Like,
No. I'm not saying that. No. Had nothing to do with that. That's crazy.
giggity giggity. Giggity
Giggity
goo.
goo. Too funny, man. But hey, listen. I mean, through the first 6 picks, I mean, was it necessary? Like, this is like sticking basically to script from like people are saying outside of
The
like,
trade. The trade was
Jaguars trading up, but it's still like the guys that you thought were like the first 6 guys that were going to be off the board.
Graham,
are the picks,
Ginty,
you know?
Travis, Abdul, Cam Ward. Like that's kind of
Yep.
that's kind of how we thought it was going to be. Different teams, but
The question is, were we right with that mock draft when we had Shador going 21 to the Steelers?
I no, cause like I do think for a team to go and get Shador, they're gonna have to trade up. Like if it's gonna be Pittsburgh or if it's gonna be, I think New Orleans could wait till 9 if they want to get him there.
Apparently they hate him.
Yeah,
Apparently
but
they
yeah,
are
all reports
ecstatic.
indicate that they're not going to. The only other
Apparently
team that
they're
I can
ecstatic about Jackson Dart.
The only 2 teams I could really see going after a guy like or 3 teams, I should say. Oh, picks coming in. Jets right now. Membu.
And Armand Membu.
The safe pick. Charlie's going to come in 2 seconds. I'm preparing right about
Now?
No. He hasn't come in. The Knicks are in a stalemate right now, so he's not gonna
Locked in.
leave that right now. But Armand
He's
Membu.
absolutely locked in.
Armand Membu to the Jets at pick number 7. All right, how do you feel about it?
I like I said, I think you you make this rebuild happen by laying the foundation, but you just got to be brick by brick, and I think this is a solid brick. This is what we've been hearing about. It's not every lineman is going to be a horrible pick. Like it's got to work out at some point, right? So like, is it necessarily like the greatest pick in the world? No, but it's the safe pick, and everybody's been basically safe in this draft outside of Duval County.
You know he ran a 4.9 140 at 332 pounds. I don't know how much 40 time really impacts an offensive lineman.
I would say if he hit like a shuttle drill would be like a better indication for me.
Yeah, like agility getting around the outside. But the problem is he's tackle. Tackles don't normally pull.
Oh, we have the first guy who didn't come to the draft. Why wouldn't you want to come to the draft, for crying out loud?
I don't know, because you can't
mean,
invite
he's-
the whole fam.
I mean, I guess, but like you could fly back.
Well,
that night.
I think
Come
they
on.
only invited like 8 or 9 guys this year. They don't invite a lot usually.
I hate that.
Like this year, I think it
absolutely hate
was Shador, Travis, Abdul Carter, Genty,
that. Can you
and
imagine
I
getting
think
invited
maybe
and then
Will
slip into the second round?
Will Campbell. That might have been it.
Can you imagine just getting invited and then slip into the second round, how awful that must feel? What do you think
It's
Aaron
happened.
Rodgers
It's
felt
happened.
like on draft night?
No, it's happened. I think I know Levis fell the second round a few years ago. I remember that
and
one.
he was there.
Well, Rodgers got picked in the first round.
I know, but like he just falling as far as he
Yeah,
did.
look at Lamar. Lamar in 2018.
How do you think they felt just standing there, dude? That's got to be the slowest burn of your life.
And
That's got to be worse.
I hate it because like they make it such a reality TV type of thing. Like, let's get the cameras on them. Let's see their face with each passing pick. Like, this is a guy's life, man. This is the difference between signing a contract as a rookie from like $5 million to like $1.2 million. Like, it's a lot of money. They're losing out.
Bro,
Potentially. Pick is already in here for Carolina at 8.
Got it. Ooh. What are you thinking at this one?
I think this is Tyler Warren. I said my mock. This was Tyler Warren. This is a Panthers pick.
Definitely interesting.
They're not going to draft off of need here. They're going to take the best available player.
Yeah, potentially.
I mean, they could go Ted.
I have Jalen Walker here.
I just think this Jalen Walker talk is all hype. I think he's going to fall to like 14, 15.
Okay. I would love for somebody to get me like another look at Membu.
What about
at home
Barron?
so I could
You think Barron could get picked here?
I don't think it's insane, but I'm hearing that people are liking the kid out of Michigan more than Barron.
I know a lot of experts are thinking that, but I don't think the Panthers think that.
I mean, I don't know.
It's all a matter of who the people in that room think.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, that's why like our second mock draft, like I drafted as close to the teams as I could, just thinking GMs. You know, I was just like, what would be the most insert team?
Hold on one second. Shout out Bobby Sticks in the chat. Thanks for joining us, Bobby.
I did a nice hour plus podcast with him. We covered everything from WNBA to baseball, a little draft talk, you name it. Bobby took me all over the world yesterday, buddy.
I'm jealous I missed it, Bobby. I'm sorry I had to work that day, man. I wish I could have.
Oh well, he said that he wants to have us at the later half of the playoffs, and I said that we will absolutely make a date that you can make.
All right, Bobby, I'll make it this time, man. I appreciate you coming here in this live chat and spend the day. I want you to write in the chat right now, Bobby, who do you think the Steelers are gonna get, and I'll react to it. But all right, Panthers pick is in.
Any other action in the chat?
No, I mean your boy Ant just said lame pick, reacted to that Membu pick.
It's because it was the safe one, man. That's why. And Ant LaPuma is a Philly fan. He is now on the one is not enough. We need a dynasty train, obviously. And God, I hope the Philadelphia Eagles have a terrible draft.
I mean,
Not that
they don't need anything right now, right? Like they're probably them and the Vikings.
I know.
I said they're the most complete teams.
I just need something here. Well, you know what? The Vikings need a damn quarterback. I don't care what anybody says.
No, come on. Stop. Give JJ a chance, dude. Give him a chance.
No, thank you. That has Mac Jones 2.0 all over it.
The problem is Mac Jones had Matt Patricia as his offensive coordinator, not freaking Kevin O'Connell.
Sure. I mean, and I think that's just will instantly do wonders. But to be fair, Mac Jones was playing with Bill Belichick, so.
Yeah, but stop acting like Bill Belichick is like the quarterback whisperer.
He is the football.
If it wasn't for Tom Brady, that man would never know a good quarterback in his life.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
Stop.
Yes.
Drew Bledsoe was okay.
Yeah, but he didn't draft Drew Bledsoe. He adopted Drew Bledsoe.
We didn't have to draft anybody since Tom.
Yeah, because Tom made him
You know?
Tom's the GOAT. Tom is the GOAT. I know Charlie is not here. Charlie won't admit that, but Tom is the GOAT. I'm not ready to hand it over to Mahomes. I'm not ready.
Bill's the GOAT too.
Because of Tom. All right, pick is in. Here comes the Panthers pick. Ted McMillan.
Pat McMillan.
Okay. So this is
I
what,
was
the second
thinking that.
straight year that the Panthers have gone wide receiver first round.
Yep.
They took Leggett last year.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They're trying to just get some kind of offense going. I mean, with Bryce Young picking up like the slack, I think going and getting a wide receiver for him just makes sense, right? So, I mean, everybody knew that Tet was going to be the first wide receiver off the board. I didn't bring up the fact that, oh, maybe Tet here because I didn't want to sit there and do that for the next damn, 4 picks in a row and him just not end up being it. But, like, I don't hate the pick. I just, would have liked to seen some defense come in here. But they need everything that they can get. So I guess they felt best available player. Let's go get it.
All right, so Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, Will Campbell, Mason Graham, Ashton Genty, Armand Membu, Ted McMillan. First 8 picks of this draft. Kind of the script is there. The script is... Like, I thought Genty was going to go a little bit lower. I thought the Raiders weren't going to pull the trigger.
Oh, Ted McMillan with the purple suit, paying a little homage to the roots. I love this. This is fantastic. The purple is interesting. I love the chain. Dude, this is 9 out of 10.
All right. Saints pick is already in.
Dude, are they overdrafting here on Jackson Dart? I would love that. I would
No.
love
I don't think
that.
this is going to be Dart. I don't think so.
Oh.
If not, no, because they'll just trade back into the first round if they really want Dart. They're not gonna take they're not taking Dart.
I don't know, dude.
I mean, they could go in a bunch of different directions here. Some of their bigger needs. I don't know if they'll draft off of need here, but wide receiver, I think losing out on Tet's huge now. Cornerback, they could go Barron. I think they can go Johnson as well.
Can I get a suit rating fit over here, please?
It's like the Ravens colors. I like it. I like the gold watch too. The watch is nice.
Dude, I loved everything. I love that he's paying homage to his roots back in Hawaii. It's just quality. I love that he threw it on Goodell, making Goodell look good for once.
Dude, man, that's awesome.
What you got?
That's an 8.
8. I'm at a 9. I really liked it. Big fan. Yeah, this is the best part, dude. This is the best part. I will tell you right now.
This is your best part.
My favorite part of all of draft night. Obviously, you can sit there and be like the what ifs of what somebody could be. I love when there's a giant move like what happened with the Jaguars. That is the best part of draft night, right? Outside of people, having a lifelong dream come true, like that's beautiful too. But rating draft fits is what I'm here for. Damn it. Fashion.
That's
fashion
it.
Nova,
That's
fashion.
the only
We should've
reason why
dressed
you're
up.
here.
I kept on saying we should have dressed up for this.
Knicks
and
up
had a little
10.
Draft night.
Knicks up 10.
I
They're
cannot
pulling
believe.
away.
I cannot believe.
Yo, OG Anunoby 22.
I cannot believe that Charlie is not here to watch Game 3. Game 3 of a 1-1 series.
Listen, it's important, man. I
More
know you're
important
not a
than
real
draft night?
you're not a real Laker fan, so you wouldn't ditch the NFL draft to go watch the Lakers.
If it was Game 7, sure, or like an elimination game, sure.
It's a big game. It's
Not
game 3, bro. It's game 3.
Buddy, I would be here doing the podcast and would have that on my phone or on just a split screen somewhere. I'd be paying attention to it, but I would be here. But Charlie puts in enough work for this platform, so I'm not going to bust his balls. But I cannot believe that Charlie loves the Knicks that much. And I should know better.
They're the New York Knicks, man.
I will say this. Charlie is a better fan than I ever will be when it comes to his teams.
Yeah, no, that's right. Because I've never seen a guy want to root against his teams in the playoffs like that.
No, I'm just I don't root against them. I just I know
The pessimist in me
realist, and
wants
I
them to
want them to be the
lose so they
best.
could do something more in the offseason.
That makes sense though.
No,
If they're not
it
gonna go all the
doesn't.
way,
You want your team to go all the way. What are you
they're
talking
not
about?
Capable of it.
Stop it.
They're not capable of it. They're not capable.
Yo, Ant LaPuma, you hope the Saints, if they get a good quarterback this year, you hope they lose to start the year off?
What'd you say?
I asked your boy Ant with the Saints draft a quarterback here. Would you want him to lose year one so they can get
He's an
better
Eagles
guys?
fan. He's an Eagles fan.
I thought you said he was a Saints fan.
No, Eagles fan.
Eagles
He
fan.
wants the dynasty.
He wants the dynasty.
I will say though, Mr. Wyatt McMillan could never deny that Tet is his son. That is a spitting image.
New Orleans Saints.
New Orleans. What I've always wondered? I wonder like
What pick is coming?
when guys are on the clock. How long has the picks actually been in? Like, are we just prolonging this for TV purposes?
Yes. Ooh, Kelvin Banks Jr. That's a reach pick.
I don't know if it was necessarily a reach.
You think
actually-
Kelvin Banks was the 9th overall pick?
No, I just think that we might have had him going too low and where
Yeah.
he did would, you know.
What about
Shout
Simmons
out,
though?
I'm not as high as him, to be honest with you. I gotta shout out my cousin here. He had him going a lot higher up than I did. That's for damn sure. I'm just trying to figure out exactly where he had it at.
Where'd you have him taking Banks?
I don't even think I had Banks. I had Banks going 26 to the Rams, so I was just completely off on that one.
Where'd I have Banks? I had Banks 25 to Houston. Wow. I guess they made the draft off of need, but there's other guys on that board. Josh Simmons. That you could have gone to. But I guess New Orleans just thinks that they gotta just keep finding building blocks here.
He had Kelvin Banks going to the Raiders.
You did?
No, my cousin.
Oh.
So he had him pretty high up. I mean, what is he? It's 4 picks off.
Yeah. 3 offensive tackles in the first 9.
Very interesting. Somebody's knocking on my front door. I will be right back.
You go ahead. 3 offensive tackles in the first 9, which
Shout out to chat.
hasn't been a great, tackle draft. I mean, Will Campbell's great. I think Membu's great. I think Banks is good. I think Josh Simmons is good. But usually, you're gonna get 4 or 5 elite offensive tackle talents that you were sure were gonna go in the top 20. This year, we were kind of sleeping on these guys. Kelvin Banks, good tackle from Texas. I think New Orleans, there were some glaring holes in that secondary. I could have definitely seen them going inside the D-line as well. Potentially going for a Nolan there, but I don't know. Look, Puma says C+. And Bobby Stick saying Shador to the Steelers, baby. Okay, Bobby. I'm with you, all right? I'm with you. I've been saying Shador to the Steelers the last few weeks. I agree with that pick. I think it's going to happen. But we got to I think Pittsburgh's got to trade up if they're going to do that. They're still at 21. I think there's going to be a team that's going to threaten potentially with a trade up, and then they're going to have to make the move to maybe go up from 21 to maybe 16, 15 and get that trade done. C+. I mean, I could see a C+. I don't know. I'm giving that pick a B-. I'll go one little tad above you on that. Kelvin Banks is a B- because I can never just. Was it the Pizza Man, Mazz? Is that asked if that was the Pizza Man?
No, I wish it was the Pizza Man. No, I think my mom actually just.
Hey,
got
yo,
home
did he bring you
before.
some extra sausage?
That's insane. That's insane. You're a cornball for that one. It's an absolute cornball. I'm trying to. I missed the fit. I'm so upset that I missed the fit.
I don't even know if he's at the draft right now. Thanks.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Bobby Sticks. The question is Sanders Pickett 2.0. I don't know.
No, I actually think it would be worse. I don't think Kenny Pickett was nearly as high as a prospect as Shador Sanders was supposed to be. Am I crazy for saying that? No. You know who's high?
Shador just fell. Kenny Pickett fell. Kenny Pickett was supposed to be first overall. They were saying that
Yeah.
for a few months there.
Hey.
Yeah, no, because he was the best quarterback in that draft, and you know how quarterbacks go in that draft mock season. They always go first overall if you're the best quarterback. But then Kenny fell all the way. I think it was 22. So I really don't think Shador's fallen that far though. I really don't. All right, Chicago Bears. Here at pick number 10, the pick is in. I had Walter Nolan going here. I thought they go D tackle. Genti's gone. Omari and Hampton?
Nah, they're not going running back here.
They're giving a little eulogy here before the pick. Steve McMichael. Pretty sure he's part of the 85 Bears. Rest in peace. Was he a Hall of Famer? I have to look that up. But, all right, let's see.
I don't believe so.
It's the 50th anniversary of Walter Payton's selection. 50 years
shout out
since
Mia.
Walter Payton got drafted? That's crazy. That means it's going to be Omari and Hampton. It's going to be Omari and Hampton. Book it. It's going to be Omari and Hampton. Watch. How funny would that be?
I think there's got to be protection here for Caleb, no?
Could. I don't know. 3 tackles went off the board already. Loveland, the tight end. Wow.
Wait. Out of Michigan?
Yep.
Over Warren.
Over Warren.
This is
Oh
immaculate
my.
right
That's
now.
such a Chicago Bears pick, man.
This is just immaculate.
Oh
right now.
my God. Trying to be the
Colston
smartest
Loveland.
guys in the room. They're trying to be the smartest guys in the room. And it's so funny
you
because
wanted to
all the
go
Green
tight
Bay
end,
fans that were there in Green Bay for the draft just
Yeah.
booed it, and then they probably started cheering after that pick. Not
Yeah,
gonna trash
100%,
on Colston Loveland, but come on, man. Tyler Warren is far and away the best tight end in the draft right now.
I would concur.
Oh my God. Trying to be the smartest guys in the room. We'll see how it pans out for him. Colston Loveland. What do you think?
Dude, what are we doing? I think Tyler Warren's been the number 1 tight end by a mile in this, draft. It wasn't that Loveland isn't a solid tight end. A lot of people had him going in the first round. Definitely a lot later though than ending up at 10 for crying out loud.
And he's
Doesn't
not going to go to
make
San
sense.
Fran because San Fran doesn't need tight end. I don't think Dallas is going to go after a tight end here. Could go to Miami unless someone trades up.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know,
we'll
man. That's crazy. I think I like Loveland. He's got good hands. I think the problem is I don't understand is like Chicago. They want to run a pass heavy attack with Will Johnson now there. I mean also I should rephrase that. Will Johnson now there. They like to run the ball with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. Now they have DeAndre Swift. That's why I thought maybe they could have gone on Marion Hampton there. But I do think Loveland is probably a better run blocking tight end than Warren is. So that's maybe the reason why they took him.
I am so sorry. I just blanked out for like a second. I was like, what the hell are we talking about Detroit for? Just forgetting that their OC just became the head coach of the Bears,
Yeah.
So definitely going to be mixing it up a bit.
That's probably why they took Loveland, because they thought he could be a better run blocker than Warren. Because, Michigan loves to run the football. At least Caleb gets a weapon.
You know what I just love nothing more than anything else, buddy.
What?
You send out a text to everybody. Hey, it'll be a little busy tonight. Can we just keep everybody out of my room? And somehow the whole party just ends up in the room.
What's up, Kiara? Say hi.
She's not even home right now. She's actually
That's the sister, your mom.
out getting dinner. That was my mother. You know, but
Kayla Williams is zesty. Yeah, that's true. That is true. 49ers going to take a nobody as usual. No, I mean, they'll probably go Barron or Johnson here. They're going to take a corner. I think a corner with no corners take. Actually, I should say Travis Huntley's taking a corner, but no like real number one corners, like primary corners, have been taken yet.
I'm trying to see right now. I think Colson Loveland might have a Bears chain on, if I'm not mistaken.
You think
I
it's
thought I just peeped.
You think he was told beforehand?
I don't know. If I just saw that, like I just got like a glimpse of it, I would love to get like a replay back on it. But that would be. I would wonder how far in advance. If that is what I thought it was, wonder how far in advance he knew. You know? Hold on one second, buddy.
Okay. All right, Niners on the clock. I could see corner. I just think they need to replace half that defense because a lot of them just left in free agency. I mean, also Debo's gone, so you could maybe go wide receiver. I know Burden's there. They're not going to take Igbuka this high. It's going to be... The Niners, I just think they got to go defense here. Defense has got to be with the Niners. I think it should be Barron. I have Barron over Johnson in all my mocks. I think Barron goes here. But
Defensive line, anybody?
you think defensive line?
Yeah.
Who you got?
I believe I had Nolan going here.
Well, NFL just announced that the schedule will be released May 14th. So, circle that day in your calendars, everybody. NFL schedule getting released. But yeah, best available right now. I'm looking. Yo, they could go Jalen Walker here. Potentially.
I wouldn't mind that.
Could you imagine Jalen
definitely...
Walker with his speed and athleticism on that Niners defense with Saleh? The pick is in already.
And Bosa coming from the other side.
Both
with it.
Bosas.
Yeah.
Both Bosas.
But with both Bosas, you think they necessarily go edge? I would like to see interior here, which is why I'm thinking Nolan.
Could. Yeah, but Walker is a hybrid. He's not just a pure edge.
Sure. Yeah.
He's like a Mike kind of deal.
Yeah.
And you imagine Saleh drawing up schemes with a player of that caliber.
I mean, dude, he's it's so interesting to see like just the career path of Saleh. You know, arguably the best DC in the game, and then head coach that just goes horribly wrong. They fire him at a horrible point, and now back with the 49ers.
Yep. But I think the Niners are a perfect place for him. Let Shanahan deal with the offense. I think that was the problem with Saleh in New York. He was just trying to be in too many different sectors. He's a defensive guy, man. Stick to defense. That's your bread and butter.
I mean, I think he stuck to the defense. I think the problem is that he just brought in the wrong guy for the offense, and I think the entire organization just gave way too much power to somebody that never did a goddamn thing for them in Aaron Rodgers.
But yeah, I would have agreed to give Aaron Rodgers that power after what he did in Green Bay those last couple of seasons. It was justified. It was justified to give him that power.
I don't even think he had the power in Green Bay, so why the hell would I give him?
I think he did. No, he definitely had the power in Green Bay.
You think it was his power?
He had Hackett there. He brought him whatever tight end, whatever wide receiver he really wanted. The Packers, I mean, I should say wide receiver, but whatever tight end or offensive lineman he wanted got extensions.
Sure, they got extensions. However, they never went and got him a damn wide receiver. It felt like, especially the last 4 years, they actually drafted his replacement instead of going to get a wide receiver in the first round. You know,
that was some shady shenanigans that were behind his back, though. That's another crazy draft day moment. That's probably another. That's another Jordan Love getting picked a few years ago.
So that's one of those where it's like, holy hell, are you kidding me right now? Did he really have
All
any
right.
power in the organization.
Picks in here for San Francisco. And now Goodell stepping up to the podium. Whose idea was it to put the draft in Green Bay this year?
Maybe there's a bid for it. I mean, still a good show. out
Michael
there, like,
Williams, edge,
wow. There it is.
Georgia.
No.
I don't think I had Michael Williams getting picked in the first round.
Yeah, I know you didn't, which was insane to me.
But okay.
But I had him way farther down. But it makes sense that maybe it's you know what it is, dude? Like, you could sit there and say how much we love Mike Green or some of these other guys, maybe like Ezra Ruaku, but coming from these bigger programs, like these established programs like Georgia, I just think these guys are going to get a little bit favored more, than kind of taking the risk going with the guy from a smaller school, I guess. However, let's not forget Khalil Mack came out of Buffalo, for crying out loud, right?
Max
So,
Crosby went to Eastern Michigan.
Yeah.
Like,
so-
these guys, like, edge rushers can come from far and wide. It's just how you build them, man. That's really it. Now, Mazz, the moment you've all been waiting for. The Dallas Cowboys.
Overreach on Hampton, overreach on Hampton, overreach on Hampton, overreach on Hampton.
I want.
Please, please,
I'll
please,
just let you
Lamar
take
Hampton.
this whole. Oh, the pick's already in. The pick's already in.
What are we doing?
Oh,
here?
Malachi
I'm
Starks.
so
Malachi
afraid.
Starks. Malachi Starks.
Oh, by the way, Michael Williams fit. I would love to see a suit more, but just in terms of like an outfit, it was cool, solid. I'm hitting him with a 7.
Do I think the Niners should have gone Williams there? No.
You said edge.
I did.
Out of Georgia.
I did say edge.
Probably gonna.
But I said Jalen Walker. I said Walker's a hybrid. I didn't say edge. He wasn't an edge.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know.
I don't hate it completely.
I don't know. I'm not gonna hate on the pick. It's just I didn't see that for them. I would have liked them to probably go after a corner there.
I am so scared right now. It's not even funny.
Bobby Sticks, and here we go.
Oh boy. I said it was gonna be Matthew Golden. It's probably gonna end up being Golden, which I don't know. I don't think he's gonna be bad. I just like as a wide receiver 2. I don't know.
Niners want to be the bird so bad, taking a bulldog from Aunt LaPuma. Oh my God, the Cowboys are already picking right now. Oh my God, he's already at the podium. They didn't even waste any time. He's already at the podium.
You know what? This is what we're here for. Jerry gets the job done, baby. If there's anything, I hope he's at the yacht. I hope the war room is at the yacht because that's where he does his
Tyler
best work.
Booker, guard, Alabama.
Are you? You know what? It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Think about it.
Oh,
we
man.
didn't
Zach
go with
Martin's
sexy pick.
replacement.
That's what I'm saying, right? We need offensive line. We definitely need help in just getting Dak some damn protection. Zach Martin over Johnny Manziel back in, what was that, 2014? Like,
Yeah.
Anybody else? This kid's gonna be otherworldly. This is gonna be the greatest guard in the game.
I had
am
Booker
right?
going in the first round. A lot of people didn't, but there's always going to be a guard that finds their way in the first round. Booker, I think, was the best guard in the draft. I don't think there was any question really on that end. Yeah, I mean, not Hampton. Are you a little upset in that regard?
Yeah, for sure, but it would have been like an overreach. Like, there's sure some deals out there to be made. Like, please, for the love of God, go get me a George Pickens. I would love for them to trade for Brees Hall. Like, go do something on top of this. But, like, listen, anytime that we can get Dak protection, I'm going to be happy. However, Last lineman that we drafted didn't really look too good in Mr. Guyton, but we'll see what happens. Another year under the belt.
We got a couple
It's
people
not a
saying
sexy
who.
pick, but it's one that I'm hoping will be effective. Who? Yeah.
I wouldn't say
You
who.
know.
He is
You
the
don't
best.
know.
He's the best guard in the draft. He's the
It's
best
a guard.
in the draft.
Don't hit me with who. It's an offensive lineman, all right? And half your team's
It's the
freaking
big
need it.
sexies.
Love the big sexies, dude. We love the big sexies. You know, played 2 seasons under Saban. We're good. We're good. We're fine. We're completely fine. Oh, what a draft fit.
Let me tell you
Brown?
this. Let me tell you this. Booker,
Brown
you're gonna have
with
to go off the
white
line.
pants.
You're gonna have to rub off.
I love this. Brown with the white pants. This is solid. This is interesting combo.
I love
You
how they're
gotta
showing.
have-
I love how they're showing run blocking highlights for him, but the Cowboys have
Yes.
0 running backs.
Yeah, shut up. You know. No, we saw some passing highlights going on there, you know. I like, dude, the fit, it's quality. Brown with the white, black
Hey,
undershirt,
Booker.
chain.
You're gonna have to pull
Hitting
off the
it, that's
line.
an
You're gonna have to run and
eight-
take out the quarter. That's my Nick Saban.
8 out of
impression.
10, my friend.
That was
8
my,
out of
that was
10.
my Nick Saban impression. Hey, let me tell you this. You have to roll out. You have to kick out the quarter.
Not your best.
Not my best.
Not your best.
You know, they did college game day, like draft preview show.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch any of it, but I assume McAfee was there and doing his thing.
Can we please
Hold on. Oh,
just look at this for like 1 second? They have the best war room, I feel like.
who
The Cowboys.
Yeah, it looks
Have
looks
you-
like the Emperor's room. Jerry's
It-
the
it is
Emperor.
That's where all our money goes
Steve's
to.
like
is
Darth
building,
Vader sitting on the
Yeah,
side there.
That's where all of our money just ends up going to. It's just build up the best war room possible. Forget
Yeah,
the
no.
football product.
We don't care.
You
It's
know,
the Cowboys,
love it.
baby.
It's the best
This
war
is
room
the
in the game.
Cowboys, baby. Them boys.
Yeah. I listen. Everybody's gonna be so like, oh, that pick is horrible, this and that. That kid's gonna go on to be a 10-time, all NFL first team.
Under Brian Schottenheimer, first-year head coach.
You had to remind me of that, didn't you?
I did. No, I
You
did.
just had to remind me of that.
Brian
It's the last thing
Schottenheimer.
I won.
That's your
Oh,
A-plus coach, baby. Super Bowl 59.
We're getting back to basics, dude. That's what we're going on to.
Going back to the Cowboy way, Jerry's way. You have no faith.
I have faith in the kid. I have no faith.
All right, Miami
Shot.
Dolphins are on the clock. They only have 3 minutes left to pick.
They
Barron
gotta
and
go
Johnson are
corner
still
here,
there.
right? Secondary help here, right?
So I'm looking at the best available. Jalen Walker, Tyler Warren, Will Johnson, Jahdae Barron. They could go edge rusher here and maybe go with James Pierce Jr. There you go, Walter Nolan.
Nah.
Problem is this team is just too old.
I
And
agree.
Jalen Ramsey's
I
trying to get his way out of there, from all reports.
I think that's especially with hearing that. I think that's why we're gonna see some secondary help. Mazz's mock draft. I had Will Johnson going here.
I had Barron. Actually, no. Did I have Johnson?
Dude,
I had Barron
I
going. I
still
had Barron
can't
going
believe-
Niners.
I still can't believe that Colston Loveland is a Chicago Bear. I have Tyler Warren going at 14 to the Colts, which
I can't
You
believe
know, it
Tyler
makes
Warren's
sense to
fallen
me.
this far, man. I'm shocked.
no,
I,
I'm not shocked by
no,
that.
I
I'm
am.
just shocked that
He's
he wasn't
he's
the first one
obviously a
off.
top 5 player in the draft.
Obviously.
Obviously, I'm standing by. He's a top 5 player in the draft. We're gonna be looking back on why did Chicago not take Tyler Warren? We're gonna be looking back.
Yeah,
on that.
time out. I firmly believe you on that for the sole fact of just them taking a tight end that doesn't seem to be as good. You know?
I think if we're evaluating this draft 6-7 years from now, I think Tyler Warren's gonna be a top 3 tight end at his position.
Mm.
I think it's gonna be Brock, him,
I-
and Trey McBride for the next few years.
Okay,
I'm
fair
standing
enough.
by. I think
and
Kelsey
I
and
can see that.
Kelsey, Kittle, Mark Andrews are going to
Mhm.
age out. Laporta's still going to be in that discussion. But I truly believe Brock Bowers, Trey McBride, and Tyler Warren are going to be top 3 tight ends in 3 years.
Out of all the teams that could have taken him, who do you think outside of the Bears, who's the biggest blunder in not taking him?
I think Carolina. I like Tet, but I think he was a safety blanket for Bryce Young. Bryce Young doesn't have a safety
Yeah.
blanket right now.
Mhm.
I had Carolina taking Tyler Warren, and I really
But I
wanted
think
them to
that
go that way.
I think they might be thinking that Tet could potentially be the number one for Bryce Young. You know, with the size and speed, combination that's coming from him. Like he might be the number one for the Panthers.
Yeah,
What you got?
Ant Lapuma's been having so many good bangers tonight in this chat. With the 13th
What'd he
pick, the
say?
Miami Dolphins select a new nervous system for Tua.
Jesus Christ.
That is crazy.
I mean, maybe they can reset the system here with this pick, but I doubt it.
I I doubt it.
Is this pick gonna have that inclinations to change the world forever and ever for this franchise? I don't think so, but I do think it could be a solid.
We could
pick.
do it. Let me check the. Oh, Knicks are up 3 now with 4 minutes left. They were up 10 at one
I lo-
point.
I love how you're so invested.
I am
in
invested.
Charlie's
I want.
well-being.
I can only imagine
just-
Charlie's
No,
reactions
listen
right
to me.
now.
Listen to me right now. You do not give a damn about this
Oh, I
Knicks
know.
game.
I know. I
You,
absolutely don't.
you only give a damn at what Charlie we're getting when he comes back
Yes,
on.
I do want a fired up Charlie. I do. I kind of want a nice fired up Charlie. I think
I
it-
hope
it would make great content.
I want him on the edge of his seat with a heartbreaker. I'm talking double OT. Cade Cunningham drops his 45th point for the win, baby.
Mm. Wait, how many does Kate even have right now? I'm gonna check real quick. Cade's got 22.
Yeah, it's a 3-point game, 104-101, with 4:41 remaining in the fourth.
Dolphins are picking.
You know what's going to happen, too? Charlie's going to come back in here, not even give a damn about the draft. He's just going to be rambling about the Knicks, good or bad.
Kenneth Grant, D lineman, Michigan.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a reach.
All right.
That's a reach.
it's all right. It's all right.
It's a reach.
All right.
It's a reach. You
I
can
would
say
have liked
it.
to see
It's a reach.
secondary help. I would have liked to see secondary help.
seen-
Maybe
I
maybe
would-
they think
yes.
that
I would have been like to
who's
see an
the
edge
kid that-
rusher.
who was the kid that just left them and went to the Raiders? Wilkins. Come on, they're stud D tackle.
Christian Wilkins?
Christian Wilkins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they think that this is him. You know.
I guess, but was that really the most pressing need?
No.
Xavier Howard's gone. Jalen Ramsey
Yeah.
wants to go.
Yep.
They need two stud corners are on the board right there.
Yeah. I'm with you, and I think they messed up. I think
I want to
Barron
know what
would've been-
Connor's reaction is to this. I wish Connor was in this chat. right
positive. This is the greatest pick in the damn world
I don't care,
right
bro.
now.
Bro, I don't
We
care, bro.
can't do any wrong.
Bro, I don't care, bro.
You know,
Bro, it's whatever, bro.
Will Johnson or Jade Barron. should
And
have
Mike
been the
McDaniel we
pick
trust,
here,
bro.
I firmly
And Mike
believe.
McDaniel we trust, bro. Until we trust.
Funny, bro. That's insane. Insane, yeah.
Colts here at 14.
This is where we see the Tyler Warren pick, my friend.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, you guys are right. I did not think Tyler Warren would drop it to 14. I really didn't think so.
I had him going to the Colts, and I'm not surprised by that. I am surprised that Colston Loveland went as high as he did. I think the Bears have absolutely reached completely.
Yeah, they did. Hells yeah,
This
they
is a
did.
bigger reach
Nolan's
than
still on the
Victor
board too.
Wembanyama.
Nolan's still on the
you
board
hear me?
too. Yeah,
This is a bigger reach than Victor Wembanyama's actual reach.
that's funny. I like that. Nolan's still on the board too. I mean, there's a lot of good players still there, man. A lot of good players. Jalen Walker,
I wonder,
Tyler Warren, Will Johnson, Jade Barron, James
out of
Pierce
all
Jr.,
the
Walter
guys
Nolan.
who have done mock drafts over the years, what do you think someone's got the closest to getting the first round right?
Oh,
percentage
probably
wise.
like 60%. It's like picking
Yeah.
a perfect bracket. Like you're not gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's impossible. Next to impossible. Because teams trade, things happen. Who could have expected that the Jaguars were going to give freaking 2 firsts and 2 seconds for Travis Hunter?
An absolute ransom.
A king's ransom for. And Travis
What
is a
in
generational
the
player, sure, but he's not even a
Lord?
quarterback. It's like you're not. All right, here we go. Colts pick.
Blue suit. with the crosses was crazy for the Miami kid.
Tyler Warren.
Yep.
Easy.
Thank you,
pick.
Mazz.
The-
Mazz hits that one on the head. Thank you.
Colts ran that card in.
And do you have your at the end of this? We're gonna go through our mock draft and see who was closest extra points.
Mhm.
I think 1 point for nailing it.
You just want to say that you beat me in something. That's what you want to do.
No, I mean Charlie's included in this too. I mean I nailed the Tyler Warren to the Colts. So
I
I'm
had
happy.
I had Cam Ward going 1, Travis Hunter going 2, but to the Browns. Abdul Carter 3. Will
So
Campbell
that is
4.
a caveat.
I had
where...
Mason Graham at 5, and then I had
We'll talk. About it.
Tet 6, Membu 7, Tyler Warren 8, Genty at 9. That's what I had.
I hit Genty to the Raiders. I hit Membu to the Jets.
But
as you
I
did.
should have known. Genty is such a Raiders
Warren.
pick too. The Raiders just love to grab the freaking studs.
You didn't believe it? He was like, dude, I literally love running backs. You went, get the hell out of here. I
Yeah,
don't believe you.
but I just thought that was a smokescreen. It's draft season. You don't believe everything you see in the printed media.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Oh, dude. I love this.
All right, what do we got? Who we got next? Atlanta. Is this
it's
Mike Green?
Atlanta. I think it could be.
I like Mike Green here.
Let's see. Where
I like
did
Mike Green.
Matt-
I like James Pierce Jr. I just they gotta get front 7 help.
I also have Mike Green going here.
I think me, you, and Charlie all had Mike Green going here. Yeah, but there's James Pierce. I mean, they have AJ Terrell in that secondary. I don't think the secondary is a problem. They have Jesse Bates and everything. I don't think they're gonna go secondary with this pick.
Am I insane for thinking that like all guys that could be projected, like there should be 32 guys invited to the damn draft?
Yeah, but not all of them get picked.
So, have anybody that's potential to go first or second round, they get the invite. Like somebody's gonna miss out, but like there should just
Nah,
be
they
more guys
gotta
there.
sell some
I want
tickets to
more
the
suits.
fans, man. They gotta sell tickets to the fans.
I want more suits. So maybe, I'm just saying. Mom and dad are in. Anybody else gotta pay.
Tyler Warren got that country boy look. I'm a real country boy.
Where's he actually from? Do you know?
Probably like West Virginia or something. You went to Penn
Let's
State.
find out.
Drinking
New
beer,
Jersey.
whiskey on a cold night with my girlfriend in my
this is-
pickup
you-
truck.
listen, We talked about this. The singing career, it's dead. It's never coming back.
Listen,
I need you to
I'm
stop
just
this
I'm
right now.
spoofing right now, man. Chill.
It's horrible. All right, the 22-year-old and born in 2002. Oh, Mechanicsville, Virginia.
Do you think the I can't even say that one. I can't even
Can you text it to me? Because I can't see it.
go to the YouTube chat. You can pull up YouTube.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now.
I can't even say that one on here. But no,
Uh,
Angelo, I don't. I do not think so.
I can only imagine. Let's just
Always
do
has to be my
that.
team with this type
Coming
of stuff.
back.
It always has to be the Ravens with that type of stuff, man.
And this is about to be crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Coming back with it. Jesus Christ. This is fantastic. I should have known better. I should have had that chat open up more so. That's good lord, man. Good lord.
Falcons still
Ugh.
on the clock. Who do you got, Mazz? Who do you think outside Mike Green? What other options do you think the Falcons can go here?
I think it just has to be defense, right? Like I've heard like Jahdae Barron.
They go O line though.
Yeah, I guess. I would like to see some help on the defensive end. I actually think their offense is pretty solid for the most part.
Well, they have the weapons. They don't have the interior help really.
Yeah.
I feel
So,
like
I mean, you
you
can't-
have this generational running back in Bijan, but like he can never really get any separation ever.
Yeah.
So it's like you could go
Yeah.
offensive line at this spot. I mean, defense makes more sense, but
maybe Malachi Starks here. Just
I
maybe.
don't think they go secondary though. They have a good secondary.
Jahad Campbell.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
You know,
They're still on the clock.
he just screams Bucks to me, and I'm hoping I'm right on that. Out of all the picks that
I
I
had
was
him going
right
to the
about, the one
Bengals.
that
I had Jahad Campbell.
I want, yeah, he just screams Bucks. I want to be right on that one so bad, and I don't know why. Just makes sense, you know. Think of the great Buccaneer linebackers that we've had over the
Derek
years.
Brooks.
Derek Brooks, the number one, you know.
Shaq Barrett.
Ugh,
Levante
Solid.
David.
great.
Did what's his name? Did who's the
Now think about this. Adding this to the list, Jahad Campbell just makes sense.
what's his name? I'm trying to think of the linebacker who was like right up there with Ray Lewis and all those stats. London Fletcher. Did he play for the
Yeah.
Falcons?
For the
Oh,
Falcons,
no, for the Bucks. The Bucks.
I don't. I remember him with the Bills and the then Redskins.
Yeah, I remember those two teams. He played for the Bucks though. I don't think he did.
London Fletcher, what a guy.
London Fletcher. Hall of Famer. Should be.
I agree.
I think there's that post that they always circulate around. It always shows up every like couple of months, where they put London Fletcher and Ray Lewis' stats side by side and go, Ray Lewis got all his accolades because he sung and danced on the field. It's like, yeah, sure, but he also won 2 Super Bowls and a Defensive Player of the Year. London Fletcher.
I mean, let's not act like he wasn't lighting guys up like left and right, you know?
Yeah,
so.
no, like don't take anything away from Red. London Fletcher should be a Hall of Famer, but Ray is also a Hall of Famer. Yeah, no, London Fletcher. Glad we brought him up here today. Love London Fletcher.
Solid. And I think, you know what I think our next event should be at some point?
What?
NFL Street PS2 tournament.
You'll smoke me in that, Grandpa.
I will. And I hate you. I just need an excuse to play that game. I can't stand you for that one. Thanks.
Come on, Gramps. Let's play some new games. You got the new Madden, the new NCAA football. He's gone quiet on me after that comment.
I'm sorry, what was that?
So he went quiet on me because
I was reading the comments, and as Clear likes to say, I can't multitask.
Yo, Mazz,
I mean,
where do you got Mike Oxaflopping going on your big board?
if I semicolon carrot parentheses, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that's my buddy Logan. Thanks a lot, big fella.
Falcons
Just
pick
a
is in.
bad guy. Just a bad guy. Oh,
That was funny, I will say. Thank you guys for joining, though, and having us here in this fine first round draft day. We have an interview coming out in a few hours with our boy Dorian. Check that out.
what a wholesome interview that was.
It was. Dorian's a great dude, man. I
Dude,
love talking.
I'm hoping
with him.
people enjoy it. You know, I love that we're experimenting this week. You know, just getting after Field Yates. What a name! Can we just talk about that for a second? Somebody just went Field Yates.
That's an
for the
NFL
kid's
insider.
name. I know. I'm just saying, Field Yates. Like, what a name!
I'm a chef. Do you guys die?
It's like naming your. I feel like naming your kid like, you know, like there's people that name their son's Guy.
I love that. It's a great
You
name.
ever met a guy?
What up, guy?
Guy Cafone should be a thing.
You got me thinking now. All right, Falcons pick is in.
All right.
Oh,
Show
Jalen
me my grade.
Walker. Jalen Walker.
Okay, it's still an edge.
There he
I
goes.
like the pick.
I love it.
I like it.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. That's an A pick.
Hey,
I think it's perfect value for a guy like Jalen Walker. I think
I had
that's
him
exactly what
going-
the Falcons needed.
Yeah, I had him going eighth, so fell a little bit, but still relatively around the range.
Well, I had him going 14 to Indy, so 1 pick late.
Mm-hmm.
So I like it.
He's a bit of that hybrid that you were talking about, right?
Yeah, no, he can do a little bit of everything. He's sideline to sideline type of linebacker. Could edge rush. Can stuff the run if needed.
You know, so I mean, you were relatively like right there in terms of like the type of player coming with it.
No, for sure. That's why I like this pick for Atlanta. It gives them a nice Swiss Army knife that they can move it around as like a chess piece. Gets off the ball quick. That's the thing. That's why he was shooting up draft boards so much, because NFL scouts love those type of players.
Mm-hmm.
They love the hybrids, especially since Micah has broken through and been that type of guy. They want that. Kyle Hamilton, other guys like that, or Isaiah Simmons. That's why he was drafted fifth overall a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They want to find the next Micah. They want a guy who can play inside box linebacker, who can edge rush, could possibly play DB if you ever need him, play safety. Like, they want these type of guys. That's the new age NFL type of linebacker that we're starting to see now more and more these last couple of seasons, which, you know, the more versatility you can be on the defensive end, I guess the more you can scheme up for a guy of that caliber.
I guess, but like it still isn't good enough to win a DPOY yet.
All right, but you're looking very surface level on this. You're looking very surface level on this.
No, I know. And listen, whenever you have a guy that you can, you know, it's like having a queen on a chessboard, right? Where it's like they got options, all the options in the damn world, you know. And I completely understand why, you know, the new errors are like, especially like falling in love with it. But like, my question for you: would you like a guy that's good at a lot of things or great at one thing?
The problem is you're not going to get that many great guys around your defense that can do one thing.
I'm just asking, would you rather?
I'd rather have the guy who's good at a bunch of things, because you can only get probably one or two great defenders on your defense with a bunch of mediocre guys. I'd rather have a guy who can do a bunch of things good, that I can move them around wherever I see fit, and that could make the offense stand on their toes a little bit.
Can I just tell you right now that I heard Mazz hasn't won a natty in NCAA comment in there has shook me to my very core, because I've literally come up short like 3 times in the natty. Like, I fucking hate that game, dude.
Isn't that your life, though?
You would think. And I started, do you know, I think I'm over 600 hours playing that game. I started a new dynasty last night.
With who?
Georgia State. As their
You
OC.
gotta pick like these bum schools. Like, you could never pick like an Army,
There's a
West
challenge.
Point.
No,
Yeah,
listen,
pick like a West Point.
I believe they're a
Pick like a
2-star
Tulane.
program. I can't have that. It's a 2-star program. I can't have that. It's got to be 1 stars. And the 1 stars
All right.
not allowed to leave unless you're the number 1 option for the job. I might even now instate that I have to run out the contract that I signed. And the one that I implemented last night was literally, it had to be a 1-star program who hired a new OC for that upcoming season.
Yeah, that's wild to me. I'm never
It's
doing
insane
that.
that I
don't have the
you know what?
patience
Maybe
for
I
that.
need to use
I want to
the
actually
for it.
play the game though. I don't want to just like constantly be making trades and whatever. And sometimes that gets boring to me after a while.
Oh man. Whatever you do, do not respond to that teacher comment in there. That is crazy.
Go with Connecticut, says Bobby Sticks.
Ugh. I did start one with Connecticut. It was actually pretty decent. You know? Shout out Bobby Sticks.
All right, Arizona Cardinals pick is in here at number 16. We were saying offensive line, right? That was kind of like our
For the Cardinals,
For the
I actually
Cardinals.
had secondary.
So we got
I had
edge,
secondary.
wide receiver, corner, guard, deep tackle.
I have
James
Jay Barron
Pierce?
here, I believe.
James Pierce.
I have Barron here.
You think Barron?
Yep.
What about like a Burden, Luther Burden?
Dude, 25 to the Texans, that just makes too much sense for me not to happen.
You think he falls that far though?
You know what is becoming the number 1 story for me right now in this draft?
What?
Do the Steelers go Jackson Dart or Shador Sanders, and does that influence the Rams to go quarterback as well?
I feel like the Broncos are gonna play a little bit at 20. 'Cause part of me just thinks they're just gonna fuck around and be
Play
like,
what?
"Yo, what can we get just to slight the Steelers and getting Shadur?" All right, looking at this
Okay.
pick here, Arizona. Walter Nolan, D tackle, Ole Miss.
Interesting.
I mean, it's
I
good
had him
value,
going.
solid value for a guy
Sure.
like that.
I had him at 11th going to the 49ers.
I think they just decided we're gonna pick the best available player.
Mm-hmm.
Walter Nolan is a good run stuffer up the middle, and Ole Miss, and definitely that's something that Arizona needs. Their run defense is towards the bottom half of the league, so having a good run stuffer up front is
Absolute
huge.
trash can.
Absolute trash can. What did you?
Oh, for the run defense, not
Oh,
not,
yeah,
not
yeah,
the
yeah.
pick.
No, they're
Yeah.
trash. So that's why I think Walter
Yeah.
Nolan's that's a good pick, man. I'm gonna give that a nice A. That's a good pick.
I know right now that my man Angelo in the chat is a huge Ole Miss fan. As if he was here, he'd be yelling "Go Rebels!" Obviously he's happy about this one. I'm actually curious to hear the full insight on Walter Nolan if we get it.
Well, he's gonna give us a full rundown of Walter Nolan. And what he does.
Yeah, twin brother Anthony in Virginia just asked for it. You know, shout out Angelo, now back home in Hopakon after serving his time with the Navy for our country and stuff. So, big guy. Shout out him. He's home, moving on to new things in life. But yeah, if there's anybody that knows this kid, what I tell you is the Rain Man of college football. And ask any question that you want about a college football stadium in terms of like, what's the name of it and who's it, like whatever. Like he'll tell you East Carolina's stadium name at request without having to look it up.
Really?
I
Does he know
swear,
that
dude, like-
Coastal Carolina's gonna be giving away free hot dogs, chicken tenders, and beer at every game?
Yeah, we were actually just talking about that the other day, and
How do you feel
I
about that?
might be a season.
I
I might be a season holder.
But you're gonna drive down to Coastal Carolina every week to go see the what are they called
Come on.
what are they even called?
The Chanticleers, damn
The
it!
Chanticleers. Oh my goodness. We're gonna go get some free hot dogs, free chicken tenders, but pay for
Yeah,
season tickets.
I'm a big fan of the Sunbelt Chanticleers. All right. Cool field, awesome atmosphere.
Blue
I've
turf.
ended up there a bunch of times in NCAA as their OC or head coach. Big fan.
All right, Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh,
17.
you ready for this one? By the way, Dowdy Fickle Stadium in Greenville, North Carolina, for the
Dowdy
East
Fickle.
Carolina Bears. I guarantee you that's the name of it. This kid does not miss. Didn't even look it up. I swear, he's
Yeah.
too good with it.
Yeah, Rutgers did that for their students, but the problem is now Coastal Carolina's doing that for everybody. That's why they're amazing. We love Coastal Carolina here.
Dude, I wish these guys were in person. I love rating suits, dude. Like it's I miss it. I used to do the Bruce Buffer watch. I don't know. Did I ever tell you about the Buffer watch?
What was the Buffer watch? Rating suits?
Anytime that Rayton Bruce Buffer suits for UFC events. It used to be the only things that I tweeted out for a while.
Guy has nice suits, man. He does.
Quality suits,
I love the Buff.
you know.
Buff is
I love
probably like the
Rating
number
fashion.
one reason why I keep watching the UFC. Bunch of
You know.
dog water lately.
Oh, by the way, the full insight coming on for what's his name? Walter Nolan. 5-star transfer from TAMU, Texas A&M. Relentless rusher and super strong. So apparently there's going to be havoc being wreaked.
I mean, if you're a
for
first round D
Arizona
tackle, I'd probably assume you are super strong.
I mean, D tackles are animals, bro. You know.
Yeah, man. Talk about guys like Aaron Donald. Is he Aaron Donald?
Nobody's Aaron Donald. Stop that.
Justin Matabike is Aaron Donald.
The pick is in for the Bengals.
Matabike, my apologies. Pick is in for the Bengals. I like Mike Green. Mike Green here or Jahad Campbell. One of those
I can
two.
see an edge. I had it being James Pierce Jr., but with Mike Green still being there, I can see.
I think it's either Mike Green or Jahad Campbell.
I think it.
I don't think they don't take Mike Green. I don't think they're taking James Pierce Jr.
I think it's got to be defense, 100%.
No,
right?
yeah,
There's
no,
chance that it's not.
absolutely.
Like if it's
They
if they
have
don't,
nothing.
like
They just lost Sam
It's-
Hubbard, who was one of their 2 good defenders.
imagine if they just had an okay defense for crying out loud. Like
They would be
the
a 1
havoc that
seed.
they could have. Yeah.
It would have been a 1 seed.
You know?
They just extended
Oh,
T and Jamar Chase.
Joe Burrow out there saying, "Man, shut up! I am elite and I'm that good." Just, oh man.
You guys shout the Bengals. The fact that they were able to extend all of those dudes, it's wizardry. It is. It's wizardry. How are you able to get all those guys back?
I really thought T Higgins was gonna end up a Patriot.
I thought so too. I did not think T. Higgins was going to be a Bengal past this season.
Just absolutely insane. While we're waiting for the pick, let's get a Knicks update on Charlie's well-being. I believe the Knicks won by 2.
Did they? So Charlie should be in here any seconds, what you're telling me.
Potentially. The clock has ran out, 118 to 116. I'm wondering if a play is in a review right now, which is why
Nah, I think
we're
that's
not
it.
hearing anything.
Cade got a defensive rebound with 0 seconds left. Knicks take game 3. I said Knicks in 7 on one of our last podcasts.
They're getting who they got in the next round, dude.
If they win, they probably have Boston.
Yeah, they're getting
They're toast.
launched. Right there.
Yeah, they're
launched.
toast.
Gentlemen sweep at best. I think it's
Whoever
in 4.
wins this series is getting smoked by Boston.
Yeah. Oh, look who it is. Look who it is. Unbelievable. Hello, sweetie. I hope you had a good time.
Hi, Kiara.
Oh, yeah. And says hi. No, that's fine. I asked for this when she came home. I don't even know
Is
if
that
I want to
Celsius?
drink it because I'll be up all night.
Yeah, why are you
Yeah.
drinking Celsius at 10 p.m. at night? You really can't last
I
another
was-
hour and a half?
I was trying to get up right before, and I thought she was gonna be home like a lot earlier. I asked for that around 7:30, So
Bengals.
and the pick.
Shamar Stewart. Okay.
Okay,
I had him
Edge,
late
right?
first. I had him late first, but
I had him to the Bills.
I think I had him to the
Maybe.
Commanders.
What's looking really good right now?
What?
Jahad Campbell to the Bucks.
Yeah, it could happen. You still got another
You know?
Seattle pick away. But Seattle, I think, is going to go line there.
I had them going Tyler Booker, but apparently the Cowboys took him.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Shamar Stewart's a good edge rusher. I think, after Sam Hubbard's gone, you needed a guy to fill his shoes next to alongside Trey Hendrickson.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, the Bengals' defense is just a crap shoot right now. You really don't know what it is. There's a lot of low-level talent there. They got to build from the ground up while
I
they have
think
this
they-
championship window of 3 to 4 seasons.
Sure, you just got to go and get guys on defense that can just,
Who'd they sign
Obviously
this year
just
in the
all-
offseason? Did they sign any good defenders?
Didn't they re-sign Trey Hendrickson, if I'm not mistaken?
No, they already extended Trey Anderson. That was last offseason.
Okay. Let's go find out.
They just re-signed Mike Gesicki. Bengals 2025 free agency tracker. They got Joseph Osai. They brought him back. Cam Sample they brought back. Marco Wills. They just re-signed a bunch of dudes from their defense that was trash last year.
Why would you do that?
I don't understand.
Why would you waste money on guys that were basically a core group of being one of the worst defenses in modern history?
BJ Hill. They brought back TJ Slayton from the Packers. Yeah, they didn't bring anybody outside. Oh, Eagles linebacker Orrin Burks. That's it. That's really the only guy they brought in. Orrin Burks from outside. Yeah, Bengals, you got to start doing something on that defensive side of the ball. Shamar Stewart's a good start, but you need some more things, man. That's just not going to do it.
I mean, how do you go even about that if it's not through the draft, though? Like there can't be that much money to work with.
All right, let's look at
There's
this
just
draft
can't.
so far. We are about a little over halfway through this first round. Cam Ward, one to the Titans. Travis Hunter traded up. by
Yo.
Jacksonville to get him. Abdul Carter,
Wait,
Giants
wait,
3.
wait.
Will Campbell
Can
4.
we please-
What's up?
Can we just talk about something real quick? I just realized that we have dueling Steelers fans in the chat right now, where Bobby Sticks is rooting for Shador Sanders to Pittsburgh, and Angelo wants anybody but Shador to the Steelers right now.
wants
Like
Dart.
I love, yeah, he's a big Dart guy. I mean, he is an Ole Miss fan, right?
Yeah. All right. Cam Ward,
No.
1 to the Titans. 2 to Jacksonville's Travis Hunter. 3 to the Giants, Abdul Carter. 4, Will Campbell, the Patriots. 5, Mason Graham to the Browns. 6, Raiders get Ashton Genty. 7, Jets took Armand Membu. 8, the Panthers took Tetoria McMillan. 9, the Saints took Calvin Banks Jr. from Texas. 10, Colston Loveland, tight end from Michigan to the Bears. 11, Niners took Michael Williams, edge rusher from Georgia. 12, the Cowboys take offensive guard from Alabama, Tyler Booker. 13, Kenneth Grant, D-tackle from Michigan. 14, Tyler Warren, Penn State tight end. 15, Jalen Walker, the linebacker from Georgia. 16, Walter Nolan, the D-tackle from Ole Miss. And the Bengals just drafted at 17, Shamar Stewart, edge rusher from Texas A&M. Best available guys still available. We have Will Johnson. We have Jedi Barron. We have Derek Harmon, James Pierce Jr., Jahad Campbell, Mike Green. Amarian Hampton still on the board for a team in need of a running back.
Until the Broncos pick.
I think that just makes the most sense, unless someone trades up for him, which I don't think is going to happen. I don't think anyone's trading up for a running back at this
Did
point.
I just see Shamar Stewart was in like a satin green suit?
I don't know. I'm not. You're the only one looking at these suits, man. I'll be honest with you.
What is wrong with you? This is the best part of it.
This isn't my. That's not what I watched the draft for. I watched because of the drama.
He's just an absolute hater. I think his Shamar Stewart's father it has a Thanos chain on right now, and look at this. Do you see that?
I'm looking at the Seahawks picks about to get going.
Oh man, that is a great chain, dude. That chain 10 out of 10, dude. Oh, that is awesome.
Oh, Gray Zabel, the tackle guard from North Dakota State. That makes sense. They were going offensive line.
Somebody just brought up the other night. I don't know if it was you or maybe my cousin about him like sneaking into like the
I
first
said
round
it. I said it.
at Seattle, right? It was you.
Did I say Seattle?
was
I said I think the Chiefs.
Oh, that was.
I thought it
Yeah,
was
you're
Kansas
right.
City that was going to grab him.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Ed, I might just give you a point just for him being in the first round.
Yeah, no, but he wasn't like a total. Like he was expected late first.
You think?
Yeah, there's a lot of mocks that had him in there.
You know what? I tried giving you a point. Now you're not
Yeah,
getting
no,
it. Thank you.
listen, I'm humbled at it. I'm humbled about that one.
I'm
I will gladly take the point if I've like actually earned it.
You know, Angie says that he's a workhorse out here, so we'll have to see how it goes.
Eric Strand says as Giants.
No!
fan-
Don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. That's it. That's those bad guys. Just bad guys. That is a fake account right there. I will explain the story off the stream. Good God, don't say that.
But I
man,
just said,
please.
but he just said as a Giants fan, I'm happy we got Abdul.
It's not a real person. That's definitely somebody being a troll right now. That's not the real one, bro. And I'm gonna text you. Just watch. They're horrible. You guys are terrible, bad people for this. Look who it is.
Is it Charlie?
Look who it is.
Howdy, folks.
Charlie is back. Let me get you in on this, Charlie. I'll fix up the screen for a second. You guys talk.
So,
Charlie,
the Knicks barely hung on.
I knew it. This is exactly what he was coming in here. Charlie, it is draft night. Damn it.
Mazz, did you know who the hell the Cowboys took?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's solid guard out of Georgia.
Out of Alabama.
Alabama. Out of Alabama.
He
my
was
bad.
not mocked in the first round whatsoever.
That's such a lie. I literally had him go into the Seahawks.
No, he was projected like early second. He could have slipped in the first, but at 12, probably not.
That was kind of crazy to me. I did not see that one coming.
And you know what? That guy is going to be an all-world, first team All-Pro at that position for the next 10
Probably.
years. And Armand Membu is going to do great things for the Eagles in a couple of years.
Haha. Very funny. By the way, I nailed the first 7 picks in my mock draft. Nailed. Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, Will Campbell, Mason Graham, Genty, Membu. I thought I did not see the Panthers taking Tet though. That was kind of interesting.
Did we not all have some? I think we didn't have Mason Graham. We didn't have Mason Graham.
I had Mason Graham. I mean, it swapped the teams, but it still counts, right?
I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that for sure.
Also, Dolphins taking the Michigan DT. Did not see that one coming. I thought he was going to be later in the first as well.
Listen, the most egregious thing that has happened is that the wrong tight end was taken by the Bears. Taking Colston Loveland over Tyler Warren is ludicrous.
Are we sure about that? Like, is there something that we don't know?
No.
Yeah?
No, they're just wrong. They don't know. That's it.
Interesting.
You know?
Yeah, that was definitely a shock.
You know what it was? They were like, he can play in cold weather. We need that in our life.
So I've been getting picks tipped to me all night long. You guys want to know who the Buccaneers are about to take?
Who's been tipping them to you?
This reporter I follow on Twitter.
Okay. Is it a certain linebacker? Because I'll be very happy about that.
Oh, I'm a liar. The Bucs pick is not in yet. Anyway, how's the stream going?
I mean, it's been fantastic, buddy. Ant doesn't like rating suits as much as I do.
No?
No, I'm a big fan. I think it's the best. It's one of the best facets of draft night.
Just not.
I liked.
Just not for me.
Some of them look better than others. That's for damn sure.
I mean, I have a lot of fun sitting here, Charlito, and giving, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good the suits look. I've always have. It's one of my favorite facets of draft night, and I wish Ant was a little more excited for it.
You guys post anything on socials about this?
Yeah,
like
in our story. I threw it on our story.
Hell yeah.
So
hell yeah.
Shout out Angelo. Actually threw it on Facebook for all of Hope Hack-On to see. You know, trying to.
Thanks, Angelo.
What a guy. You know. Travis had the best suit. I disagree. Travis had the best suit. Absolutely not. It was just too plain Jane. You can't be going with the black tie with the black shirt when you have that loud of a jacket. Like, it just gets lost in it. What's the point of even wearing the tie? I would have liked a little more jewelry on that. What the hell was keeping the damn collar together? I'm telling you, that suit, it was all right. It was okay, but not.
Ready for this?
Yeah.
Ohio State player coming off the board here to the Buccaneers.
Josh Simmons.
Wide receiver.
Emeka Egbuka.
Oh, really?
The long-term Mike Evans. The long-term replacement. Got to be, right?
After Godwin?
For either one of them.
But they just extended both healthy?
Of them. Sure, but now
Evans,
when you have a quarterback
old,
like
dude.
Baker Mayfield, you get weapons for him, damn it. Especially when they're aging out like the way that they are.
I don't disagree with you, but didn't they also just take that Washington receiver last year who was solid for them down the stretch?
Yeah, McMillan. McMillan's good.
Yeah, so why would you take how crazy of a need?
I mean, are you sure this is 100% the pick?
Yeah, I don't think this is good. No way.
I promise you.
There's no way.
I've been getting them all night long. I promise.
I was gonna say, has he missed one yet?
Not one.
Not one. Insane.
Yeah, it's a bad pick. I'm sorry. It's a bad pick if they're taking it.
I'm not a fan of that one.
Not a fan.
Like I feel like is that Alabama linebacker?
Yeah, it's a bad pick.
You think
when you got McMillan, you got Godwin.
It's a good
unless you're trading McMillan.
Good player.
Unless you're trading McMillan.
I mean, listen.
Which is possible, I suppose.
You're acting as if you can't have 4 wide receivers on the field.
I still liked the
I would have liked them to take the Alabama linebacker, Jahad Campbell, I think his name is.
I had that the entire time, and it just made sense to me. I'm a little heartbroken that they didn't do it, but I mean, anytime that you go get somebody like Emeka Egbuka, I think it's going to absolutely help your franchise, and I think he's going to be a solid wide receiver, especially when Chris Godwin is a giant question mark when it comes to health.
There it is, Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver, Ohio State.
Oh, you know what, Charlie? It's so funny that like you just came in here and hit us with that because I was just thinking, I was just like, you know, I haven't been on X, Twitter, whatever the hell you want to call it, in like so long. Like I remember like draft night, like just getting blown up with just like picks being spoiled, whether it was the NBA draft or the NFL draft.
Oh my God,
always
don't get me
pick spoilers, and it's no longer a thing. What do you got going on?
Last year, I'm in my apartment, right? This was when I was still at Montclair. It was me, Ryan Nussbaum, and Ben Giroux watching the draft live.
Yes, sir.
Before every single pick, shout out Ben Giroux, he's announcing the pick before freaking Goodell goes up on the stage. And I wanted to smack him because I'm like, dude, I want to be surprised. That's the whole point of the draft is watching Goodell go up there. It's not fun when you're getting shit spoiled for you before it even happens.
So are you saying I should stop? Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
Yeah, now Mazz is gonna say no just because it's gonna. I like the element of surprise when Goodell goes up there and announces the pick.
I mean, like, it's kind of been getting spoiled for me the entire time. Like, you're like 12 seconds ahead of me.
Should I wait for you then?
No, it's all good. I mean, you keep
All right,
on
so
and you're having so much fun. You know what it is? He's having so much fun announcing it to the audience when it happens for the stream. Let's just let him keep doing it. Charlie,
all right, here
Charlie,
we have
text me on
Denver
the
on the
side.
here we have Denver on the clock, and I think this is either a trade up spot because the Steelers are the next pick, right? And they're probably going to take a quarterback. So I could see someone moving up here with Denver. I don't have any inside information at the moment, but I also mocked them today to take Omarion Hampton out of North Carolina. So
I
we'll see what
also
happens
have
here.
Hampton, but I would not be surprised if the Rams trade up.
The Rams for what? Dart,
Yeah.
Sanders,
Well, I
either
can
or,
see the Steelers trading up a pick too.
Potentially.
to prevent someone from jumping them.
Yeah.
Guys, how crazy is it that Shador, like our mock draft that we like had Shador going in, like obviously we didn't think he was gonna legitimately fall that one, but I believe it was mock draft 2.0. We had him going all the way down to the Steelers. We thought that it was gonna be like a trade up move, but like honestly, like we're right around that territory anyway. So
We haven't had one single trade.
We had
since
it for everybody, dude.
Since that Travis Hunter deal.
at Jacksonville, yeah. You know, I think everybody was like thinking like, hell no, like we're not gonna give up anything close to that. It's no point of even trying.
Well, I'm kicking my AC on real quick. I'm sweating up here, dude.
It's hot. in
It's
my
gotta be
room
too
right now, too.
exciting.
Charlie was on the edge of his seat, sweating the Knicks out today.
And then sweating out the Jets pick.
Second receiving yards in Ohio State history.
Yeah, he also played like 5 years there.
You know what that tells me?
Who played 5
Durability.
years there?
Egbuka. He played with Garrett Wilson, right?
Yeah, I think so. At least his freshman year, he was like,
yeah. He played with JSN, Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison. Who else was there at that time? I'm missing one.
Not the dude from the Saints, right?
Olave, yeah.
Olave, yeah, and Olave. Yeah, he played with all of those
You're welcome.
guys.
You're welcome.
What a run. What a run from Ohio State at wide receiver.
Marv's
Marv's got to
What a-
step up next year,
what a-
though. Marv's
what a
got-
disappointment for fantasy he was.
I didn't draft him in any of my leagues. I'm kind of happy I didn't.
Yeah, it must be nice, jackass.
in my league, he went in the first round.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, are you joking me?
crazy. That is crazy. And I running back, I would draft rookie in the first round, maybe. Like Genty this year.
Looks like there's
Genty, I would
not
probably go
gonna
first
be
round.
a trade. Did you hear me?
I'm taking Genty first overall in my dynasty league, dude.
Yeah, no, that's easy. Him or Travis, depending on what they.
Nah, Genty.
Going Genty because
Genty.
I don't know. It's just for a running back like that, they're gonna see the ball so often. Or receivers like relying on targets. You know what I mean?
I think Omarion Hampton's a good first round pick too.
It looks like Omarion Hampton's about to be
Depending
a
where he
Bronco
goes.
because they're keeping the pick.
They haven't announced a pick is in yet. I think they're holding off on putting the card in just in case a crazy trade comes through.
Come on, give me the calls. Come on, we want the calls. They better hurry up though. You never know. We might end up in a Minnesota Vikings situation.
No, but if the
Oh,
clock
yo.
expires, they can just pick at any point. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but the next team will be like
We'll
ready to
start
be
the
like, oh
clock.
shit, we're jumping a spot for free. Gimme.
Steelers taking
You know,
Shador.
so
They're
Yeah.
fielding the calls. They want someone to bid up a trade spot so the Steelers don't have an easy pick at Shador. But they gotta hurry. 44 seconds. And counting.
yeah, and you got me by like a solid. I'm at a minute 30 over here right now.
Pick
I'm at 42 seconds right
pick
now.
is in.
You guys are streaming?
Yeah.
Look at the stream I have up on YouTube. Like it has the clock.
I just got a unbelievable.
Are you watching on ESPN or NFL Network?
I'm watching on ESPN.
I'm on ESPN.
Screw ESPN, dude. I like the NFL Network.
I like
crew better.
NFL Networks for day 2 and 3. I like ESPN
Yeah.
for night 1.
You know what? Also,
All right, you guys want to hear it or no?
nah. Let's just wait at this
No.
point. Is it a trade?
No.
No.
The pick is in.
Oh, okay.
And it's definitely not who you're expecting. I'll say that.
Oh, it's
Charlie's
a wide receiver.
got it.
Unbelievable.
Oh no, this is killing me.
It's a wide receiver. I know it's a Charlie. Blink twice if it's a wide receiver.
I just look in just to see. Wow. No,
It's none of the guys up there on the ESPN best player available board either.
Oh, it's a Sean Payton pick?
I wouldn't even say that. No.
Is it a defensive guy? Oh.
This guy was in the past few weeks mocked to go in in the top 13, 14 picks. I'm honestly surprised he's still available.
It's not Malachi Starks, is it?
It's probably Malachi Starks.
No, he just said no. He would have told us. It's in.
All right, Goodell's going up to the podium. I'm intrigued now. This got me on the edge of my seat. Well, we got the Make-A-Wish
Charlie,
kid announcing the
card.
pick.
I think that's so cool.
That is very cool, right? I remember, was it the Eagles kid a few years ago that was like he went viral?
And I love the Inception screen behind you. It's kind of trippy, honestly.
Well, like me looking
Like
at the TV.
Yeah.
You're,
I'm watching you watch TV, dude.
it's
That's
fun,
crazy.
right? It's a watch along. We're watching along.
This is too funny. I mean, Chucky.
Uh-oh.
Just
We're always good for
Mazz
one
is getting in on it
lag.
too.
We're always good for one Mazz lag a show.
oh no. Sorry, guys.
Jade Barron.
I don't hate it.
I don't get it though. I don't understand.
You just had the reigning
'Cause
DPOY.
You have Patrick Surtain. You have Riley Moss, who played fantastic as a rookie last year. I mean, sure, why not?
What,
I really, dude.
Sorry.
Nah.
You go.
No, go ahead.
They just drafted best available.
Yeah.
I think because
That's
they
true.
were waiting on calls to see if who could jump them over for the Steelers. And then once they got to the final minute, they go, let's just take who the best player on our big board is. It's Jade Barron. We're putting the pick in. That's what I think.
Trey Amos was still on the board. LOL. Stop it, Angie. Not better than Jade Barron. Stop this.
Wait, who do you say?
Who, Will Johnson?
Trey Amos, big Ole Miss fan.
All right, Steelers. Is this Shador?
This is it.
It's
This
QB.
is-
It's gotta be. It has to be quarterback.
It's just, is it Shador or is it Jackson Dart?
This
And
is
I
Shador.
want it to be
It's
Shador,
Shador,
so
man.
bad.
Come on.
Please.
Shador just fits
Please,
the Steeler
Shador.
mold, bro. He just fits it. He fits the
I'm
mold.
with you, Ed. I want this so bad here. This is, oh man, this is insane. Oh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let us know if you guys want any more of these type of live streams. These are fun. I love doing this.
yeah. I think we need if we could just get a dump button with Charlie watching the Knicks. I'm here for it.
I mean,
we're
you can
not
curse-
even gonna.
you can curse on YouTube.
Yeah, I guess Charlie, but
Next
you know,
Yankee playoff game, I'll do a
Something-
live stream. It'd be just
something
absolutely
crazy
freaking out.
coming out of that mouth with Cat playing soft defense.
Hey, he had a great game today.
About
He,
damn
he
time.
shut me up. He shut me up.
You know,
29
had a
points.
great game against the damn Detroit Pistons. He should be doing that.
Hey, dude, Jalen Duren's no joke.
Oh god.
Big-
Quality squad.
Big Mikal Bridges game too.
Was he worth
He had
the 5
3
first round
blocks.
Charlie, I need
Three
no
blocks and 4
spoilers
steals.
on this Steelers one. This one,
No
like,
spoilers.
you can spoil the rest of the draft. This is the one that I need organic here.
Aye, Captain.
We've been waiting for this pick all night ever since the number 9 pick.
Aye, Captain. I got you.
Oh man, if it's Shador Sanders here. Oh,
I have the pick, but I'm not saying anything.
is it a QB? It's not a QB. Are you kidding me? Stop.
ESPN doesn't
It's a
have the pick
Marion
in yet.
Hampton. It's a Marion Hampton. Oh my God, they're going running back, and it's a Marion
Yo,
Hampton.
it might be. Wow. No.
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 The Steelers are really about to fumble this so hard.
Oh my God.
They're Steelers are rebuilding the steel curtain, man.
Dude, Shador Sanders better
They're
go out of
drafting
his-
defense. I love it. Ravens Ravens. Woo! They're gonna suck
It's not
again.
Is it a linebacker?
Oh my god. Oh my god, they're drafting defense. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
They are drafting Aaron Rodgers right here. I'm with you. I'm with you, Ant.
Joe, you wish somebody would have drafted Aaron
All
Rodgers
right,
2
wait.
years ago.
Let's go Inception here.
Inception mode activated.
I never saw the movie. Sorry.
Steelers drafted a
Unfortunate.
kicker. That's so funny.
Oh my god. Derek Harmon, Oregon, D tackle.
It makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, you need the Cam Hayward replacement.
I don't care what you need. You need offense, and more offense. Are you
Yeah.
freaking kidding me?
Like if you're not going
to start the
Bobby
season.
Sticks, how you feeling right now, buddy? Wasted
Oh
pick.
my, dude, Bobby Sticks is gonna find some silver lining. Angelo, I wasted pick. Angelo's so mad right now. I love it, buddy. I'm so sorry this happened to you that way, but
and so
dude, if they start the season with Mason Rudolph at QB1, clown show.
And so here's the wrinkle: the Steelers don't have a second round pick because the DK Metcalf trade. So they can't even they're either gonna have to trade up, like burn some more picks in the future, or they're rocking with Mason
my
Rudolph.
God,
Like
they had the perfect opportunity to take Shador or Jackson Dart, and they just passed it up. It's so amazing.
This is amazing.
Oh my.
Bobby Sticks. Bobby Sticks. Quote. What the hell?
Ravens
Bobby, stop it, Bobby.
Ravens. Woo!
Dude, they're getting a deal done with Aaron Rodgers, right? This is what this is signaling. Like,
I mean, like at this point, they have no other option, dude.
dude, it can't be Mason Rudolph. Oh my God, it can't be Mason.
can't be.
They're gonna take a bum like Will Howard, says Angelo.
Oh, this is fantastic.
This might be the
We've been
funniest pick of the first round.
Oh, hold on. Somebody look up where the Cowboys draft in the second round.
Where do they pick in the second?
I got you.
12 again, 44th overall.
Marion Hampton, book it.
No way.
He's not gonna make it that far, dude.
He's gonna make it.
Unless you trade
No,
up.
he's not. There's
He's
no
gonna
shot.
make it.
All right,
gonna
Chargers here at 22. It's gotta be a wideout, right?
What'd you guys have in your mocks? I think I had Colston Loveland
I
going
had
here
no, I did not have Loveland. I had
To the Chargers.
to the Chargers. Yeah,
I also had Colson Loveland.
I had Luther Burden.
Cousin
I could see that.
Eric has Matthew Golden.
I mean, I could see Golden. They need some receiver help out there, man.
Wait,
They
no,
can't-
I'm lying. Wait, who's on the clock right now?
Chargers.
The Chargers.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm lying. He had Kenneth Grant, and he's already gone.
Yeah, dude. I thought they were gonna do one of those Michigan guys, but obviously they're not available anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, they could go Armani Hampton here, but because they have J.K. and they have Gus, two guys who are injury prone running backs, so they could.
Dude, they're both free agents. All they have is Najee right now.
Yeah, Najee's good though.
Do you even sign a running back having Najee? Like that's a work horse, you know?
True.
Like if you want to, I've heard the debate of Najee not being great, this and that. The fact of the matter is, stays healthy,
You know what?
rushes for 1,000 yards, and you can literally just run him into the ground.
This is gonna be Will Johnson.
Uh,
Michigan guy. Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, I'm with you.
This is gonna be Will Johnson. Best guy on the board still.
I had Will Johnson going all the way up with Miami, so
Yeah, me
he's
too.
fallen just a little
I
too
had
high for me.
them or San Fran because they both seemed like corner needy teams, but they both said, "Nah, Charlie, you're an idiot."
San Fran's pick was crazy to me. Getting an edge.
Go Mason Rudolph from Bobby Six. Bobby, you don't want that, buddy.
By the way,
You
I
don't want
I
that.
love Jalen Walker
They grabbed,
for
they grabbed
Atlanta.
an edge, right? Yeah.
Jalen Walker for Atlanta is
Oh.
amazing.
You know what's another? I didn't. You know what pick I didn't like as well was Kelvin Banks to the Saints. I thought they really could have used some. You can never go wrong with offensive line, but like I feel like they could have used another receiver with Olave, or actually I guess Tet went right before him.
I really thought they were coming back. Like everything that I saw was Jackson Dart this, Jackson Dart that for the Saints. I'm surprised that they haven't traded up or traded
Yeah.
back.
I think the Chargers are gonna try to
Back
trade down here.
And if you get Will Johnson right, I'm tipping the pick.
Bobby, which one is it, buddy? You like the pick? He just texted us on the side. What the hell are we thinking? I don't know what you're thinking, Bobby. The
He's a
Steelers are
politician. He's a
clown
politician. What do you
show.
expect? He's a politician. He can take it or leave
Back
it.
and forth. Take it or leave it. Bobby, do you like the pick or do you not like the pick? If you don't like the pick, I completely agree. You need offense. I have no clue what the hell you guys are doing. Clown show Steelers. The only person on the planet who likes that pick is Anthony Cafone.
warms my heart, man. Love it.
What a hater. What a
Ah.
hater. Angie, I need the full breakdown coming from this this first round pick on PlayStation after this. Tomlin 2-win season. That's what Angela just said.
It's okay. It's okay. Tom's gonna have.
Steelers trading
Tom's
George.
gonna go 10-7 this year. They're gonna get blown out in the first round. It's all good. They still have their playoff streak. It's fine.
All right, so Angelo has two predictions happening right now for the Steelers. One, they're trading George Pickens to get back in, book it.
Interesting.
Second, he says Steelers trade with Bills, don't sleep.
I mean, there has been a lot of George Pickens smoke this week, so like it's possible.
Come listen
But
to
if
me.
you're
Come to the Cowboys.
if you're the Steelers, like, why would you? If you're obviously trying to win games. Mike Tomlin's like relatively on the hot seat because
No,
he
he's
hasn't
not.
won a playoff game in almost a decade. Like, why would you want to downgrade a receiver
Do you
like
think
that?
Mike? Do you think
would've been
Tomlin's
fired
really
by
on the
now.
hot seat?
I mean, what I'm saying is like eventually, like the Steelers are going to be like, okay, can you win us a playoff game? You know what I mean? As much as I love them, they're going to be like, you got to win to keep the job. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah, I know
know.
what you're
We'll
saying.
see.
I know what you're saying. But now
I
that
think
poses
there's
the
just some
question.
teams that are just, they'll give a lot more leeway to work with, and they're like, we're not doing anything. We trust the process.
Now this poses the question: is Shador going in the first round?
The Rams might be
I-
his last choice.
I think you're going to see like teams start to trade up at the back half, like kind of like a Lamar situation where we can get this guy, we can also get the 5th-year option. You know what I mean? So
So Shador is going to be fantastic, MVP caliber, is what you're saying.
maybe, who knows? Quarterbacks are a crapshoot, dude.
If you had to put money behind it, do you think more likely bust or solid starter?
Sanders,
Yeah.
solid starter.
Okay.
I think he's got a high floor, not a crazy high ceiling. Like he just kind of like, I think he could jump in the NFL and be a game manager. You know what I mean? I don't think he's gonna wow you all the time, but yeah, I think he could jump right in the NFL and start for a team and play solid. People just don't like him because of his dad and how loud he is.
How high of a recruit was he before he ended up playing for his father?
I think he was very highly touted. I think he was a top 10 quarterback in his class. He just ended up going to Jackson State to play with his dad, and that's why.
Yeah, sure. Because I know Travis was high.
Travis
before
number
that,
one
and then
recruit in the
chose-
country.
Yeah, and then goes to Jackson State.
Yeah,
Didn't he commit to Florida State and then pulled
Yeah,
out and went to
yes.
Jackson State, right?
because Dion
Well,
was
clearly-
being linked to
clearly,
Florida State before he went. to
He
Jackson
made
State.
the right decision on that one.
Yeah.
because Dion was linked to Florida State before taking the Jackson State job.
Well, dude,
I really
actually,
thought that DJ Ugalele was going to be able to do something at Florida State. That was
Ima-
that thing crashed harder than the stock market in the 20s.
Remember that? Remember that Florida State team 2 years ago? How crazy would they have been with Travis Hunter on the team? That would have been unreal.
Well, they would have gotten in the playoff because of the storylines. That's the whole reason why they
Yeah.
didn't get in, because they didn't have, what was his name, Jordan Travis.
Yep.
So if they had Travis, and who was one of the better players in the country, still on that team, the storyline would have been good. Travis Hunter's in the college football playoff. We can put him in there. That team makes the playoff if Travis Hunter's on that Florida State team. You can't change my mind on that.
Yeah, the first two-way player in
And-
the playoff for sure.
Angie said that Shador was not highly recruited.
No, he
Angie, can
was.
you find details on that for me, please?
He was. For
And
sure.
what was your prediction for the Chargers?
I said Will Johnson. Not Will Johnson. Fuck. What's his name?
I got the pick.
I said, yeah, Will Johnson. Will Johnson. My bad.
Incorrect.
Yeah, all right. That was worth a shot.
Mazz, you got a guess?
As of right now,
Yeah.
I hope is it Luther Burden?
Nope.
Good, because he's gonna be a Texan. You book it. Book it. Is it a wide receiver?
Nope.
He was a 4-star recruit, 92 on 247. Yes, he was. He was the 4th quarterback in the country. He was a highly recruited quarterback. Yes, he was.
Yo, non-NFL draft news. I got a Jimmy Butler update. You guys want it?
Yes.
All right. Jimmy's been diagnosed with a deep glute muscle contusion, and his status for Game 3 against the Houston Rockets is in serious jeopardy.
So he's got a bad
However,
bruise.
However,
It's a deep muscle bruise under the skin in his ass.
this is the best case because MRI showed Butler avoided any fracture or structural damage.
Okay.
So he's not playing Game 3, but I don't know. We'll see.
Anthony just hit us with the Sanders about to have a sad video clips like Will Levis.
He's going to say to Cam Ward, you may be generational, but I'm legendary. But I'm going to be drafted in the 2nd round. Omar and Hampton. Chargers.
Good for him. He deserves it. And you know, the only thing that I don't like about this pick is that it's going to give a little pressure off of the quarterback so that he can do a better job.
Just like they did well last year with Dobbins and Edwards, and this is just like an upgraded version of the two of them. Najee Harris is a clear upgrade over Gus Edwards.
Yep.
And obviously Omarion Hampton is a big upgrade over J.K. Dobbins. So I like it. I don't know. I think they could use some more juice at receiver.
The question is, I just saw Angela put RIP Najee, and I also agree with you. They definitely need more juice at receiver. I'm surprised that they didn't go that. And yes, Will, I did want Hampton. Would have hoped that we overdrafted there. Do you think that Hampton ends up beating Najee at some point for RB1 within the next season or two?
Oh, 100%. I mean, it'll be like a change of pace kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like it'll probably be like a 60-40 split. I'd say Hampton Harris. Harris is he's the goal line back, and then your third down, scat back is Hampton.
This is giving me Tony Pollard, Zeke Elliott vibes already.
I mean, but it's a hell of a lot better of a version.
It is a hell of a lot.
No, it's
better
David
version.
Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. That's what this is.
Yeah.
This is what this is. Oh, this is gonna be. They're building what they're doing in Detroit right now.
Yeah, without the wide receiver.
I mean, they have Ladd McConkey.
They have Ladd McConkey. They have Quentin Johnston.
Dude,
and
Ladd
they have Mike
McConkey was
Williams
a top
again,
15
so.
receiver last year.
Listen, he ain't no Amon-Ra.
Sure. No. Well, Amon-Ra didn't break out into what he is now until like year 3. And Ladd McConkey had a 1,000-yard receiving season his rookie year. So don't sleep, buddy. Do not sleep. This Chargers team is brewing something.
Speaking of not sleeping, Green Bay needs a wide receiver, right? Anybody disagree?
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like they have receivers, they have depth. They just don't have a true number one.
So don't you try and get a number 1 in the first round?
I mean, is Luther Burden number one?
I think he could be.
He could be.
I think he could be.
And-
I
or
have him
Golden.
taking a
Or
Buke
Golden.
here.
All right, I have an update. It's not a tip pick, but the Packers are getting trade calls at number 23. It's quarterback season. Someone's trading up for Dart.
Or Sanders.
Shador. Who's Shador?
Or Shador. But I
Shador.
don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
But just looking at it, right? Oh, you think they're afraid of Minnesota going quarterback? No way.
No,
JJ,
no.
dude.
They're
Stop
afraid
acting
of, they're
like
afraid
JJ's
of
not gonna be the quarterback next year. He will be. Stop.
But let's just think about the teams, right? Because like I'm thinking of like the team that would be calling for because of a quarterback, right? Would be the Rams. Houston has their quarterback. The Vikings are like Green Bay has their quarterback. The Vikings are the only one that's like within like that time frame where it's like is it questionable?
It's
no,
no.
like the other
They're
two
rocking
are
with
clearly
JJ.
solid.
They're not. No, they're rocking with JJ. They're not doing
Okay.
anything else. Okay. I know you don't like JJ, but they like JJ, so they're gonna go with
Horrible.
JJ.
Okay, we'll see. But who else, honestly, like everybody, like that could potentially like need it left for trading up purposes would have to be coming from the second round guys, right? Like the Giants trading back in. Don't be surprised if this is the Giants. I heard about this before.
Yep.
Don't be surprised if it's the Giants right now. I heard that they were gonna try and trade it.
I like
got a
that.
call from Billy Boy. Jackson Dart to the Giants. This pick, book it.
Still no update, so we'll see what happens. It's only been one trade still so far. It's been a very outside of that Hunter news, which was crazy. It's been a relatively quiet first round in terms of.
Michigan cornerback Will Johnson has a knee issue, and that is explained why he has fallen.
So
I thought he was cleared.
Hmm.
That makes sense as to why no one's picked him yet. Someone's gonna get a
Ravens
steal.
pick right there, man. That's a Ravens
Yeah.
pick right there. I can smell it.
They do love their Michigan guys.
They love their Michigan guys. They love guys who have questionable injury history that fall. Especially Michigan guys who have injury histories that fall. Look at what's his name? Ojabo, David Ojabo.
Yeah, we got a game between the Clippers and the Nuggets going on right now. That's pretty sweet.
What score?
28-25 Denver. 2 minutes to go in the first.
Hope the Packers get fleeced. They deserve all the smoke trying to ban the tush push.
The tush push could still be banned, by the way. They didn't cancel that vote. They just tabled it for the next meeting.
I don't know, dude. Should it be?
I want to say no because the only team that really does it to perfection is the Eagles. So like you're just punishing the Eagles.
No,
Like,
anybody can do
I think
it.
other teams do it pretty well.
The only thing that I have a problem with it is that like I could see it potentially like being like dangerous, but like defenses aren't really allowed to do much against it either. So like I'm fine with keeping it, but start allowing defenders to come over the line again.
Speaking of the Eagles, they're the team trying to trade up with the Packers right now.
What?
There no name, no player like name, but it's the Eagles who are trying to trade up with the Packers.
They're gonna
right
trade
now.
AJ Brown.
Ooh.
No,
They're gonna trade AJ Brown.
no, they're not.
They're gonna try to trade AJ Brown and they're gonna draft Luther Burden.
Interesting,
let's
but I don't think
replace
so.
one headache with another one.
No,
that makes sense.
They're gonna go deep. They'll go defense. They'll go defense because they need some guys.
I don't know. I don't know
what it is.
This could be an AJ
You know
Brown
what
type of thing. AJ Brown, another draft day trade.
That would be funny, but I don't think so.
Hey, how much time you got left on that clock?
On the TV it says 113. Yeah, about like 110.
Okay.
Isn't that kind of funny? The Packers draft in their hometown and they're gonna not make a first round pick.
Pick is in.
Depends on the
Pick is
package
in.
that they got.
They're not trading it. Do you have the pick for us, Charlie?
I do not.
Oh, we might get beat to
Everybody's
the punch
scrambling right now, Beating the punch. The 23rd pick is sending everybody in a scramble. Nobody knows anything.
Oh, Mazz, you were spitting, my friend.
What happened? It's a wide receiver. Oh, I know it's a wide receiver.
Is it
Oh, I
Luther?
knew it. It has to be. It has to be a wide receiver. Damn it. It is Golden out of Texas. I'm calling it. It is Golden out of Texas. It is Golden out of Texas. That is the pick happening right now. I'm on to you, Charlie. God damn it. I know.
Damn. All right.
I don't
All right.
hate
And for
it.
the
I
record,
don't hate
for the
it.
record,
I
the
don't hate
only
that
thing
pick.
on my phone is our chat going on right now. Charlie, I just pulled that out of my ass. I don't know how that happened.
Because you said Burden first, but you switched up and you were fucking right, dude.
Yeah, I was just sitting there. I was just, you know what it is? I have us like slightly condensed, and I have my mock draft and Texans Burden. Like, there's two picks. I was wrong on one of them, obviously being Jahad Campbell, going to the Buccaneers. The other one that I was like, it just makes sense. I have Luther Burden to the Texans. I firmly believe that 110%. So I was like, it has to be a wide receiver. Who else is left? I had Egbuka go in here. He's gone, and then it just hit me. I was like, holy shit! The Cowboys were supposed to potentially take a wide receiver. In what's his name? In Matthew Golden, and he's just been falling way too far. It just makes sense. That is the pick. I'm telling you right now.
I don't hate it. Matthew
very
Golden's
much.
talented, man.
Yeah.
He's a really good
He's a
receiver.
Fastest
But
receiver
is he
in the
going to
draft.
be number one though? Is the question. Can he be wide receiver one?
Problem is they have so many of these like really small, fast wideouts, right? Like
Yeah.
Like Jaden
Jaden
Reed,
Reed, like
Dontavian
Romeo
Wicks.
Doubs.
yep, Dobbs,
Watson's bigger, but he's a speed demon as
and also
well.
can't catch. So
Yeah,
I mean, that's the
so-
problem, dude. Is that like they just have like, a bunch of names in the wide receiver room, but everybody isn't capable of being a top tier, bona fide wide receiver
I think
one.
Reed
And the only
could
guy
be.
that
I
is,
think Reed could
I-
be.
I think, sure. I think Dobbs could be, but both of them just have not lived up to it yet. And the other guy who's supposed to be is never on the goddamn field. In Watson. Oh, Charlie, how impressed are we with that snipe right now?
I'm pretty impressed. I would not have guessed. I would have figured it, like, because with the reasoning of they have all these guys, but they don't have a one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like Golden, but I think Burden has the more potential to be a
I'm
number one receiver.
110% with you on that one, but I there has been stuff out about, some, personality issues, and I don't know. I don't see Green Bay putting up with that. So, nonetheless, I don't know, dude. I don't want to hate on Golden. I think he's a solid player. I just did not want him for the Cowboys because I think we needed so much more. But, who knows? I mean, maybe having that many guys out there could take the pressure just a little bit off, and he could be a star, especially when you have a guy playing quarterback at that high caliber of a level when he's on the field. Jordan Love, man. Who would have thought?
Who
Not
would
me.
have guessed?
Not me. Ugh.
All right, I'm getting. So,
All right, I want some trades,
I
man.
get so annoyed when these like guest pickers just take forever to freaking announce the pick. Just shut up.
I mean, hey, if you were guest picking, wouldn't you want a little extra spotlight?
I would go, "What up, Green Bay?" With the blah blah blah. Yeah, that's what I would do. I wouldn't make it like a whole big freaking deal. The 5-time champion Green Bay Packers of the Green Bay Wisconsin. Like, just fucking.
Would you do that if it was in Baltimore and you were
Just
making the
fucking
pick
announce
for the Ravens?
pick.
Would you do it if you were in Baltimore
No.
announcing the pick?
No, I
He's lying.
wouldn't.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Wrong.
All right, now it's Minnesota time.
Minnesota.
This is James Pierce.
What did I have going on?
I had James Pierce in my mock, and he's there.
Malachi Starks.
That's not a bad pick either. I wouldn't mind that if I'm Minnesota. Or Will Johnson, I wouldn't mind either.
They got options.
Because their secondary, like,
James
they got a
Pierce.
couple of young corners, but Harrison Smith's getting up there. So you got to think about
Mike Green out of Marshall, still on the board.
Please fall to Baltimore. Please fall to Baltimore. Please fall to Baltimore.
Oh, what's that? You want Ezra to Baltimore? 'Cause
No,
that's what I have
please,
going.
Mike Green, fall.
Donovan Ezra to out of Boston College to the Ravens, because that's what I have, and that's gonna be the right pick.
Oh, how do you feel about this suit, Matt Golden suit?
Oh yes,
Gold.
Gaudy. I love it. This is fantastic. Is that I think I missed Genti's suit. I love the jacket, hated the pants on that one. That would definitely
He was wearing diamond encrusted Crocs. I saw that on social media.
Yeah, that boat boosts it to me, but it's a 6 because I don't like the blue pants with it. This one, however, the gold with the chain, this is an 8 out of 10. This is fantastic.
The Vikings are keeping their pick, and that pick is also in.
And also having the gold with the with like the yellow for like Green Bay. I think there's actually bonus points with it for just nailing the color of the team that like took you with it. So might be a 10. That might be a 10.
Yeah, I like that one. That's a 10 too. I agree. I like it.
Yeah.
I like the gaudy.
I love the gaudy, I love the chain, and I love that he just nailed the coloring for the team that drafted him. I mean, that has to be a 10. How hard is that to do, for crying out loud?
Man, I love that Malachi Sterks pick. I think it's going to be good for the Vikings if they do.
I think
go
it's
that
going to
direction.
be a good one if they do it. Dude, are we gonna have, our friends over at Around the Felt put out a video today, and our boy Mr. Reagan came out, said that there was going to be, count it, 4 quarterbacks taken in the first round. I'm wondering if we're even going to have 2 at this point.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
At this
we
point,
we might not even get a second. I think Shadur's definitely going to go in this first round.
All right, is it is it going to
And
be
Dart,
Dart?
and Dart.
Or is it going to be Dart, or is it going to be Shador first off the board?
Well, it
Guesses.
depends on what this Rams pick. This Rams pick is the determining
Dart.
factor if we get 2 or 3.
It's going to be
Or
Dart.
1.
he was counting on Dart. He's counting on Sanders and Shuck out of Louisville, probably, right? He didn't. Did he name him?
Milrow. What about Milrow?
Melrose.
Quinn Ewers, anybody?
Will
Well,
Howard.
Shuck's gotten the most hype, I want to say, out of those like later round
I thought
guys.
Jalen Milrow was being touted as the next freaking Jalen Hurts.
Shuck's like the Bo Nix, like old, has started so many games.
Can I just tell you guys that this is what I've been dealing with for the last hour? Just trying to say hello. Just
Oh.
he's so excited it's draft day, He's
Draft day.
he's Who did the Falcons end up taking?
Jalen Walker.
Took a linebacker or an edge.
Jalen Walker.
Yeah, he's very happy about that pick. My dog's a Falcons fan.
I love the king. Love the king, man.
King's
This-
big Falcons
This
guy.
Vikings pick is interesting.
You
What do
okay?
you got?
It's not. Is it defense or offense?
Offense.
I'm gonna
It's
say
a-
it's probably no
it-
lineman.
Is it a lineman?
It's an offensive lineman,
Yeah.
but it's not who you think it would
It's
be.
not Josh Simmons.
Tate Ratledge.
Same college team though.
So it's Ohio State.
It's not Tate.
So you're telling me they're reaching right now.
I mean, I'm not a draft expert, dude. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I did a deep
It's
dive on all.
Donovan Jackson.
Yeah, I figured Josh Simmons was ahead of this guy, but I guess he's coming off the injury. I don't know. Well, it's
I thought Tate Ratledge was
regardless.
better than him. I'll be honest.
Oh, here we go. Giants are trading up into the first round.
With who? Houston.
Whoever, yeah, Texans are trading number 25 to the Giants. Here we go.
Oh my! Wait, the pick's getting announced right now, but who cares? We already know who it is. It's offensive lineman. But the Giants are trading
Hey,
back into the first round.
Offensive linemen matter too, damn it.
Shout out Donovan.
Oh, please let this be Shador. Please let this be Shador. Please let this be
Shout
Shador
out
to the
Donovan
Giants.
Jackson. Good
I
offensive
want to
lineman.
say I think it's Dart.
I think
think
it's
it's
Dart
Dart.
too, but please let it be Shador.
This is the Giants, man. This is Tim Mara we're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't like black quarterbacks.
Doesn't like black quarterbacks.
They got 2.
Doesn't mean he likes them.
That's insane. You guys are crazy.
Houston trades pick to New York. Do you have the full details of the trade, Charlie?
Come on, dog.
He's away from the.
Not as of yet.
Oh, Schefter's announcing it right now. I'll turn it up real quick. Okay, here we go. Oh, they don't. I thought they were.
It's got to be the second round pick.
They're showing Shane on the phone, not talking. Shane and Dable talking. So what was the point of signing 2 quarterbacks if you were going to draft a quarterback? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't.
Because you need a long term guy. Neither of them are long term solutions.
Well, then
But
why
that's what
sign
I'm
them
saying.
both?
Why even sign both of them?
Because-
One's fine, but why both?
I don't know, man.
And you got Tommy DeVito in the
because-
building too. He
because
can
you
take
don't
lumps for you.
because you don't want this guy to start this year. I guess I don't know.
Sure, but you already could have done that with, like, let's say if you go Jameis, so this way there's no, like, you know.
Shadur's on the
Let's say you
phone.
go
Shadur's
Jameis.
on the phone. Shadur's on the phone.
Please, yes, the Giants take Shador, baby. Let's go, let's go.
Shadur's in the back. He's not in the room, but you can
Let's
see
go.
his outline. He's like hunched down like this.
Come on.
So the Giants sent their second round pick, which is 34th overall, their third round pick, which is 99th overall, and a 2026 third round pick.
So 2/3 and
That's-
a first or second.
Two-thirds and a second for this pick.
All right, not bad. Not a bad haul for Houston. For a late first. Wow, man. Wow.
It's not.
Jackson Dart.
It's Dart.
It's Jackson Dart.
But why would they show Shadur on the phone? Is that his agent calling
That's
him?
insane.
Oh
That's
my god. Could you imagine if Jackson Dart turns out to be freaking Zach Wilson 2.0 and Shadur turns out to be freaking amazing? Oh, that'd be such a Giants thing to happen.
Dude, how do you not take Shadur over him? Like, I guess he's got a stronger arm, but like other than that, like
Shadur's a better decision maker.
for sure has more football experience under his belt.
Wow. The New York Football Giants. This is what everyone wanted. They wanted Abdul Carter. This is what every Giants fan that I've been talking to on social media has been saying. They want Abdul Carter at 3, and they wanted the Giants to trade back into the first round for Jackson Dart. And it looks like they did both of those things. So, Giants fans are definitely happy with this first round.
They are 100%. I don't know a single Giants fan in my life who actually wanted Shadur Sanders.
Which is
All
crazy.
of them were like, no, please no. I don't know, man. I just,
Shador Sanders ends up being just like, you know.
dude, where is Shadur going?
Oh my god.
Let's see. What do we have here? The Rams. He's going to the Rams, obviously.
I could.
Is
He
Is
definitely
on the
could.
Steelers?
Wow.
It's obvious.
this
He's
is
going to the Rams, you know. Max Duggan isn't even in the NFL anymore, correct?
He's in the UFL.
I think he's still.
No, he's in the UFL.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Is Stetson Bennett in the NFL
I
anymore?
don't even know where Stetson Bennett is. There's
Because then if
reports
that's
as to
the case,
where he is.
I have run out of who the backup quarterback for the Rams is if it's neither of them.
Who is actually? Now you got me thinking.
Also, guys, I got to shout out Kiara there. King, who's just nonstop trying to lick me, and just had to play a little defense there. You know, had to come in and get him out of it. So
Too.
yeah, draft night.
The
Just get
King.
excited. The King. Oh,
my goodness,
man,
man.
this is.
Shadur Sanders might not be a first round pick. We might have to start facing the reality.
So somebody is going to trade up for him or pick him because of the 5th-year option. I promise you. Someone's going to do it.
How old's Lamar?
Lamar's 27.
What was it?
28.
Nope, never mind.
What does it have to do with anything?
Oh, if he was on the wrong side of 30, maybe they just have him sit the bench for a couple of years.
Nah, no way.
Charlie, let me just draw up some controversy trying to get Ann a little pissy, all right?
Because that's just
So-
trolling. I know
so-
that's just rage bait. I know you're not even serious.
So
with that.
Jackson Dart's not seeing the field this year, right?
No. It'll be Russ to start.
You know, with that offensive line, can I paint a gory picture for you right now?
Yeah, no
so
way.
is Jameis just
Russ
gonna be a
did-
camp body? Is that what it's gonna be?
No. Russ to start. He goes down. Boom. I bet you Tommy DeVito gets cut at camp.
Yeah.
Jameis goes down, and then it's Jackson Dart season.
So you know what's something that I saw the Giants QB situation compared to a few years ago is when the Jets selected Sam Darnold in the NFL draft 7 years ago, they signed Josh McCown and they signed Teddy Bridgewater. Bridgewater never played a snap in the regular season for them. They traded him in the preseason to the Saints. So I could see the Giants flipping like Jameis for like a 6th round pick in August, and then you got Russ, Dart, and DeVito as your 3 quarterbacks. It's possible.
I'm just laughing right now because Bobby Sticks just hit us in the chat with Shador's drop into the 3rd round.
Oh goodness.
All right, here I'm watching the pick. You guys can watch with me.
Oh, what a view!
I love this. I love Ant turning around in the chair. It's so
What
funny.
an absolute cinema. Ant should just do live streams like this all the time.
Jackson
And should
Dart.
and he should just all the time just live stream on YouTube and Twitch of him just his back to the camera just watching TV.
You ever watch
I'm not-
you know what Mystery Science Theater is? You ever heard about that?
I feel like I've heard of that before.
It's like when they watch like really cheesy old like horror movies from like the 50s and 60s, and they always have the silhouettes of like the 3 guys sitting in the front row just making fun of it. I can do a live stream
I've
of you
never
watching a
seen it.
movie and just being like this the whole time and making fun of the movie.
That's
Yeah,
really funny.
I just remembered. Can we please talk about the Dart family for a second and them just giving their kids the most white trash names you could possibly think of?
Jackson with an X.
He's
Where's he
Jackson
from?
with an X. And Charlie, his younger brother's a wide receiver, I think in high school right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Rams just
His
traded
name
the
is-
pick to the Falcons.
Yeah, of course. Dude, he's literally Zach Wilson 2.0. He's from Utah.
His brother's name is Diesel.
Who can the Falcons be
Dart.
trading in for?
There's no fucking way his name's Diesel, dude.
I swear to God, the kid's name is Diesel.
Diesel Dart.
Look it up.
I'm looking up right now. What the fuck?
Is this from Mike Green?
That's so funny. That's so funny. It has to be.
I just got a text from my cousin, and he's on the same sentiment of you guys of no one loves a white quarterback like the New York Giants.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Dion and
We love-
Shador are gonna
Billy-
make
Billy-
the Giants pay when they play him.
Billy loves an Ole Miss quarterback.
Oh man.
You can't hate it. You can't hate it.
What about you said for the Falcons? What about Jihad Campbell?
That could be.
Could. I mean, they just drafted Nolan.
Will Johnson, maybe?
Could.
Dude,
Maybe
Marcos
going
is
after
funny.
Nick
Because they're-
Emanwari.
They're definitely not
safety
trading
from South
back into the
Carolina.
first
Is?
for an offensive lineman. They're not doing that
Why not?
because that's a big thing to trade for just an offensive lineman. Usually, when you trade back into the first, it's for a skill.
Oh, we got a blockbuster. What you got, Charlie?
Oh, the Falcons traded their 1st-round pick next year for this draft spot. This late 1st-round pick. What
Yeah,
the
they're
fuck
probably
are
gonna-
they
You know what?
smoking in
They
Atlanta,
might,
dude?
they might be getting a weapon for Michael Penix, but they already got enough weapons. That's the thing.
Falcons trade their 2nd-round pick this year and their 1st-round pick next year for number 26 overall
Ooh.
and a Rams 3rd-round pick.
Is this Burden, you think?
Maybe, but they have London and Mooney. Like,
It's
I guess
bad enough.
I guess they want Burden to be the 2 and Mooney to be the 3.
it has to be defense. It has to be defense.
But a first and a second for Mike Green?
And I don't know, man, but
man, bro, that's a lot.
James
Probably.
Pierce is the pick.
James Pierce.
Did they double dipped on edge? Is that what they did?
Well, Nolan's not really an edge. He's a hybrid.
Yeah.
So they got hybrid and an edge.
They got Jalen Walker.
Walker, my bad.
Yeah, no, Nolan's a D
He's like Walker's like the Micah Parsons like off ball linebacker
Yeah,
hybrid edge rusher,
They are Walker and so they wanted to beat the defense of this draft, which is not a bad thing.
which
but I
makes
think
sense.
they overpaid on that trade.
Yeah, like I feel like they could have gotten a guy like where were they picking in the 2nd? Let's see.
Probably the same spot. Was it 15, 16?
They would have picked
45th or 47th?
well, it would have been 14th. Yeah.
So 40.
You probably could have
Sixth.
gotten somebody there and not had to give up your 1st-round pick next year. What the Bad trade. IMO. Bad trade.
I think you're giving up way too much for a guy that you probably could have snagged in the second round.
Like
No, James Pierce
Donovan.
Pierce wasn't falling that far.
He wouldn't have
don't
been
know?
there, but you could have
You don't
gotten
know.
maybe Ezeraku in like the early second.
I
Like-
don't know. Listen. I had Pierce going all the way up with the Bengals, but I've seen a lot of them where he fell out of the first. So it's like, it all depends on the preference. Mike Green even could potentially be there.
I think
or
the Rams.
Ezeraku,
I think
right?
the Rams really wanted Jackson Dart, and the fact that he wasn't there, they decided to trade the pick.
They said deuces.
Yep.
Shador. Who the hell could even potentially think about taking Shador now?
When was the last time the Rams drafted in the first round?
Last year
They did. They
they
had
got
their
Jared
pick last
Verse.
year?
Yeah, they had Jared. They got Jared
But
Verse in
is
the
that
first
their
round
only
last
first
year.
round pick in the last like half decade?
It
Hey,
was.
guys,
It was like the first time they were picking for like 3-4 years minimum.
Is it time to book Shador to the Raiders?
In the second round?
Yeah,
Mm. Oh,
because like who else needs it?
sorry.
I don't like the trade. Bad trade.
I think they gave up way too much.
I like. I feel like they could have waited
Mhm.
until like the beginning of the second and moved up for a guy like Ezeraku from Boston College or.
Look at this guy. Look at this.
Oh,
guy.
he's ready.
He
He's
just,
ready for the
He just
pick.
went into the
He
damn
is
Ravens
ready.
nest and came out.
It's time. It's time. All right, who we getting? Mike Green's on the
I-
board, baby. I'm so happy. Let's go, Mike Green.
Do you want me to tip this when I get it in, or you want me to wait?
Actually,
you want me to
yeah,
wait?
can you not tip this one? I want to be.
I won't.
I want to be surprised.
got
here.
you.
Don't give me any
I got
clues
you.
or anything.
Malachi Starks, book it.
I wouldn't be too
I like the
upset.
Mike-
I wouldn't be too upset with that, but I would love Mike Green.
I like the Mike Green prediction. That makes a lot of sense to me personally.
You like the prediction. This is killing me. You know what it is, but
I don't. It has not come in yet. I'll let you know when I get it.
okay.
It has not come in yet.
All right. R A V E N S Ravens. Meanwhile, the Steelers are taking bum D tackles with their first round pick. Instead of going offense, we're going to draft someone that we actually need and lock up our future potential Super Bowl championship. I'm just delusional.
Yeah, it's
What
going to
is
be
Eric
Tate Ratledge on your offensive line.
Yeah, it could be actually.
What is
I
it-
wouldn't be upset with that either.
What is EDC cooking, man?
EDC cooks, bro? That man is a legend.
He was trained by the best, dude. Ozzie Newsome is a legend.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of good options here, man. There's still a lot of good guys on the board right now.
Will Johnson,
I would not want
Maxwell
Will Johnson,
Harrison.
no. That knee thing kind of scares me a little bit.
What's
what do you
uh?
guys think is
wh-
happening
what's,
at the
what's
Sanders household right now?
Who knows?
Like, is there stuff being thrown yet?
Well, they're not at the household. They're at the draft.
Oh, they're there.
They're at the draft. They're with Travis.
But is
What is,
Shador's there too?
Yeah. Shador got invited.
How old's Roquan Smith?
He's 27, 28. He got drafted the same year as Lamar.
Mm.
So 2018.
Is Jahad Campbell still on the board? Could they go offensive tackle or Ronnie Stanley
No.
for a future replacement?
Well, yeah, I mean,
28, buddy.
they just extended him though for 3 years. So I don't think that. Man,
So I still don't have the pick, by the way. I'm literally spitballing.
Ravens taking Sanders here, please no.
Travion Henderson, Derrick Henry replacement. Who knows?
I honestly think it'd be Mike Green because Owe is coming up on his 4th year, and they're not going to pick up his option because he's frankly kind of mid. And this is what the Ravens love to
Makes
do.
sense.
They just kind of cycle through these edge rushers. They bring him in, they let him go for 4 years, and then they just kind of let him walk after the rookie contract. They just they know how to develop the position, so it's like.
Why pay him?
I would love Mike Green here, bro. If we get Mike Green, I'll be freaking ecstatic if he falls this far.
And I don't know what it is about this getup right now, but you look 12 years old.
I have a beard, dude.
It's not enough.
It's just it's it's
It's
just
a glorified goatee.
it's the jersey. It's the jersey thing. Any
No,
man wearing a jersey, you look younger.
No, he was fine until he put the hat on.
Do you want to put a different hat on? This is like a draft.
No,
Mazz.
you keep it.
This looks like a draft
keep it.
hat though. That's why I put it on.
It's fine, buddy. You keep that.
Maz, I'm sending you the pic right now.
Okay. just spoils it right before.
Oh my god, Ben
I'm not
Rose
saying
literally
anything.
texted me saying, "W pick Ravens." Shut up, shut up. Do not tell me what the pick is. Don't even tell me. God.
Charlie hit me with it. Damn, I'm good.
Ben Rose was literally about to spoil the pick for me. Literally about to spoil the pick for me. After I just went around.
Maz Loki just spoiled it for you, but I don't think you were listening, so that's good.
No.
He's gonna be happy.
Is it Mike?
No, you're not gonna be that happy, but you're gonna be happy. It is such a Ravens pick. It's not even funny, Charlie.
It's probably
Like,
gonna be
it really
Malachi
Yeah, I
is.
know.
It's probably.
I think that this was the discussion when the last time we did a mock draft on the pod, wasn't it?
Yeah, if
Yep.
Malachi Starks was there, best available pick. Yep, it's fine. It's Malachi Starks.
Or is it?
Or am I
Should-
smoke screening you?
It's Shador Sanders, by the way. Look, he's so locked in. He's like, I'm not even listening to you, idiots.
I wish I was at the draft right now. I'd be going crazy.
Charlie, who is this guy and how does he get this information?
He's a beat reporter. He covers the Jets actually.
He's probably.
I
just
don't know how he-
hanging
I don't know
right
how he
around
gets
the
them.
draft table.
So Brett Beatty got sent down to the minors today.
He stinks anyway.
Who the hell is that guy?
He's the Mets.
Plays for the
third baseman.
Mets. And how about that pitching staff though, huh?
Yeah, bro.
You're talking
you know
some
what?
big smack.
They're shocking me right now. Did not expect.
You're
that.
talking some big smack early on the
And our
season,
pitching
man.
staff sucks. Wiener.
That was
Meet the
any better.
Mets. Greet the Mets.
I was actually just thinking, like, for pro wrestling, there used to be this guy named Big Van Vader, and his like entrance would be like, it's time, it's Vader time." The Ravens should definitely incorporate that.
Turn the volume up. You can watch with me.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's just
Malachi Starks. Woo!
Yes.
I mean, they definitely need. So like they cut Marcus Williams. They needed another safety,
Mhm.
and this is like he was probably a top like 12 prospect in this draft, and they get him all the way down here at 27. That's a great pick.
That's what they do, man. They pick on the guy who just falls all the time, and
value.
they just find value. That's their
And,
that's
and,
their
and you
game.
know what it is too, right? You're getting a guy with already built-in motivation.
Yeah.
You know.
I just think the Ravens just the fact of this is like the draft. Sometimes we just overthink it, right? Like we just
Sure.
we want to put the nuances, what this team needs, what the team just doesn't need. But like if there's a really good player that falls to you at a certain pick, it's just like why not? Make
Just
the
pick him.
Just pick them. They're a good
And
players. They're there for a reason.
it's also not, but like it's also like they don't need an edge because they have some guys. They kind of needed a safety, kind of.
I mean, Kyle Hamilton, they sort of moved him away from playing safety. They were trying to put him at like slot corner middle of the year.
Yeah.
And they moved him up to safety again because Marcus Williams was playing like garbage. And I think the reason why they brought in Malachi Starks was now they can use Kyle Hamilton in a bunch of creative different ways. They don't have to put him back at safety all the time.
Fellas.
What's up?
Yeah.
More importantly, 10 out of 10 suited the draft thus far.
I haven't even seen it. Unfortunately, I'm not watching. I'm
Chucky-
watching the. Is that pink?
Oh, it's pink, baby.
Sick. Yeah, I got Nuggets Clippers up over here.
Score update on that?
Clippers up by 15. 2 minutes to go in the second quarter.
And you don't look happy right now. What's wrong?
It's just, I'm happy. I wanted Mike Green. I think Mike Green was the guy. I was like with him there. I was really
Dude,
yearning.
I
for
thought
it.
I was getting an offensive weapon, and I got a fucking guard. All right, take it easy.
Yeah, I know. But
And I'm gonna be happy about it down the line, but it's not exciting right now.
yep. All right.
Dude, that is the suit of the draft, dude. What a suit. 10 out of 10.
That's silk.
It might be. It's fantastic.
Damn, dude, everyone's pulling up the receipts of Coach Prime tweeting, Shador will be a top 5 pick. Where your son going? That's
Bobby
tough, man.
Sticks. Are you guys going live again for the rest of the draft?
Yeah,
Probably not, Bobby.
Chucky, he will be wiping his tears with his $10 million a year
Yeah.
contract. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be hard doing a day 2 mock draft.
Yeah, day
Day
3,
2 mock draft.
We're in round 7. Who's Mr. Irrelevant gonna be?
Well, unfortunately, I have a wedding on Saturday, so I will not be around for
Ooh,
day
who's
3.
getting married?
My cousin.
Oh, congratulations!
congrats.
I love weddings.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be a good time.
Yep, can't wait. Chucky's gonna be blacked
Shout out
on
the happy
Saturday.
couple.
And then I get to wake up Sunday morning and watch the Knicks.
Lose.
Charlie, that series is going to 7 games. You know that, right?
Finish the sentence. I get to watch the Knicks lose.
That series is going to 7 games.
I mean, it totally could, but if the Knicks win Sunday, going up 3-1 would be
Charlie.
fucking huge. What's
Charlie,
up?
Is it gonna be a sweep by Boston?
They're going 7 games.
With the Pistons, you're right. They are going 7 games.
All right, we got Detroit here on the clock. Pick is in already.
Picks in? Really?
Yeah. Josh
I do not
Simmons,
have it.
maybe? Josh Simmons is still
Who's
on
the
there.
bird?
They need an offensive lineman because their guys are so old, dude. Besides Penei Sewell, I think everybody's like on the wrong side of 30.
You had Josh Connerly in your mock, and he's still on there.
Oh, you mean Nick Scorton out of A&M? Yeah, I believe that would be the pick too.
No.
Well, also,
Mike Green?
They could definitely go defense because their entire defense was injured last year, and there's a lot of question
That's
marks
true, too.
coming into this season.
Linebacker?
I don't know, man. They could realistically, the Lions have a lot of options here. Because I don't know, man.
Mazz, what do you say? Offense or defense?
Where do you go?
I don't have it.
I think defense.
And what do you say? Offense, defense?
I think they go defense.
I'm going to go offense.
I'm gonna say they get Jahad Campbell here.
He has insider information. We should arrest him right now.
They are going defense, by the way.
Oh, sweet.
I have the pick.
Is it Jahad?
Another Ohio State prospect.
Oh, not Josh Simmons because that's an offensive guy. No. Wow.
Defensive tackle Tyleek Williams.
Whoa.
Non-first round pick on many mocks, but was viewed by some as the top run stuffer in the draft.
Well, last time I heard that, the Cowboys took Mozzie Smith.
He was 59th overall ranking in ESPN's big board.
Maybe the Lions know something we don't, man.
Listen,
My,
they have that
question
dog
is-
meter up there, so they do know.
Huh.
Listen, that's one sector I won't go against Dan
Can't
Campbell
question
in, is drafting.
Has he hired coordinators yet?
You what?
Has he hired his coordinators yet?
He promoted within house,
Okay.
I think. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. He promoted the DC from in-house. The OC he hired from the Broncos, John Morton, he was the Jets OC in 2017.
And that was not a good year.
Ouch.
I mean, actually, believe it or not, you guys laugh. That year of Josh McCown was probably the best offense I've seen since before Aaron Rodgers, I want to say. Which is pretty sad, but it's true.
When was the last time you guys were in the playoffs?
2010.
Oof.
That's insane. That is insane. We're gonna win a Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers, the keys to our prayers. I'm sorry, I'm a douche. I love you.
Did you leave?
He's back. He's back. That was funny. That was so funny. He
Rage
committed
quit.
to Ohio
Had to.
State without taking a visit to Columbus. Tyleek Williams. Who does that?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
All right, now we got the Commanders here at 29.
Oh, you mean the Mandy's that are going to absolutely take Mike Green now? Even though I thought that it was going to be who did I? actually
Michael
have it as?
Williams, who got drafted way earlier than we thought.
Donovan Ezrawaku's still there. Nick Squirton's still there. I thought this was gonna be Michael Williams.
Will Johnson still on the board, guys? Come on now.
They could use a
need
corner.
defensive help.
Emmanuel Forbes has been.
If there's anything that I know about their main man and Mr. Quinn, it is absolutely going to be defense.
Or it could be a running back. Travion Henderson out of Ohio State. Eckler's an old man. I think he's still a free agent. Brian Robinson does not. He didn't have a lot of juice last year, unfortunately, which I like him.
You think
but
Henderson goes here first round though?
It's totally possible. I mean, we've seen all.
Don't already.
We've seen all. No, I do not know. Do not know. We've seen all these other Ohio State players come off the board who didn't exactly we think they were gonna go to the first round. So
This is. I just love the draft, guys. This is fantastic. Just drafting. I just love drafting things.
it's a fun time.
You should call
Yeah.
him Lyndon B. Johnson. He loves to draft so much.
That's insane. That's insane.
You guys
Anyway.
want to know a fun fact? Last year, for the first round of the draft, I was in Philadelphia for Game 3 of Knicks Sixers.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the one where they put the jersey
And-
on the statue of? Was it?
Rocky.
No, was it Julius Erving?
Yes, Dr. J. Yes,
They were walking
yeah,
out of
yeah.
the arena and they were putting shit on Julius Erving and they were like smoking weed in front of it as well.
We lost that game though. I was pissed.
Fellas, you know another favorite pastime for me in past years, watching the NFL Combine, and making drinking games out of 40 times. If you get within like 1/10 either way, like you're safe. But if not, it's a drink.
That sounds awful.
Dude, I roll up to my aunt's house, right? Well, my aunt and uncle's house, and I'm watching it with my cousin Eric and a family friend who used to be dating one of my cousins at the time, right, Bart. And so me, Eric, and Bart are there. I roll up. It's like 11 in the morning with a bottle of Hennessy, a bottle of Sprite, and a 6-inch Italian sub from the local deli, and just posted up on their living room, just chilling the entire day, getting drunk, watching the NFL Combine, and it was one of the funnest days of my life.
That does sound pretty sick.
I think we need to do that for the next live stream when the Combine comes around.
No,
right?
you're,
That'd be
you're
good
not, we're not
content.
putting any alcohol in our hands during this during these live streams.
All right, fair enough. Yeah. There goes the
Fun
career.
fact: the Cleveland Browns took a Michigan defensive tackle, and the Detroit Lions took an Ohio State defensive tackle.
There's no loyalty whatsoever. Wars everywhere.
All right, Commanders have their pick in.
So the Eagles, I have the pick.
Offense, defense.
What about the Eagles?
Offense.
What about the Eagles?
So the Eagles were trying to trade up with the Packers to get Jahad Campbell, and he's still on the board. So it looks like they might get him with 32. Who knows? But
I mean, I can see KC fielding
Snag 'em.
calls to like
Yeah.
spite them a little bit.
Commanders are protecting JD, by the way.
Yeah, the Commanders got Debo, Laramie Tunsil, Javon Kinlaw, and Will Harris this offseason. That's a great offseason. Did they get a skill guy or did they get an offensive lineman?
They are protecting Jaden Daniels.
Okay. Is this Simmons? Wow, Simmons is falling, man.
It's because of the injury concerns. It's kind of like the same story as Will Johnson. Good prospect, just too banged up.
Connerly? It's Connerly. I like that pick. I like that. Because he's very versatile.
Yeah, it's a good
You can
pick.
move him around.
And he's been playing there for like 4 years straight, started every year. He's got so much experience. So that's a really good pick for them.
There it is, Josh Connerly Jr., offensive tackle, Oregon. All right.
Are we ever gonna change the Commander's name? Is ever?
Why do you care?
think if
Why,
they
is,
keep
that,
winning-
is that the thing that you really want the most?
Yeah. Horrible.
If they
Not
keep
good.
winning, I mean, it's gonna stick.
Yeah, they just went to an NFC Championship game. They're not going to change it.
Like, how the hell do you not buy like you buy a team and you don't change like the name when it's like it wasn't even good to begin with? Like, come on.
Maybe he liked it.
Well, he's a schmuck then, all right. And what you munching on over there?
Some rich crackers. Love him. He's the best. I'll eat him with nothing on him. They're great.
He likes that buttery flavor. All right, dude. These are the one of the coolest fan outfits I've ever seen in my life.
What was he wearing?
The Mandalorian command.
Ah,
The
sick.
Commandalorian.
That's sick. I
Commando.
love that. The Commando.
The Commandalorian.
And of course, ESPN's going to show that. It's a Disney character.
Of course.
100%. I love how Josh Connerly's just at home in a pair of shorts. Just he's wearing like a similar fit that I'm wearing right now.
I love that shit. I don't think that any of them should go. They should say fuck the NFL.
Oh no, you're absolutely wrong. You're insane. I want gaudy outfits. Rate the runway. Let's get it.
All right, so now we're at
I-
pick number 30 with the Bills. And I've been the proponent that they need to take a wide receiver. Still
So
think
you
they
want
do,
Luther Burden?
but they're probably
So you
going
want
to
Luther
go.
Burden?
You're saying wideout?
They're probably going to go edge, right?
Defense.
They'll probably go edge.
What do you say, Mr. Honorary Buffalo Bill fan?
I'm telling you, defense, more defense, and I actually think, maybe Mike Green, Shamar Stewart is who I had in the initial.
Who did I have? I had Malachi Starks going here. Obviously, he is not available.
Maybe Nick Scorton here.
Could.
Well, so think about this. Larry Ogunjobi and Michael Hawkt are going to miss the first like 4 or 6 games with suspensions. And that's 2 pretty key defensive linemen right there.
What about Amos?
I mean, they could definitely use corner help, but I feel like defensive line's a bigger need.
I'm with him.
It's probably just going to come down to which prospects they like the most.
Or they switch to
I'm,
a 3 linebacker.
I'm
set
predicting
and
an
they end
Amos
up
pick here.
taking-
I'm predicting Amos.
You know, they go to a 3 linebacker set and just draft Jahad Campbell, and their linebackers are now covering every inch of the damn field. Do you remember Dayon from Match Week?
Yeah.
I just got a DM from him. He goes, "I need your expert on Instagram. I need your expertise. Who the fuck is Malachi Starks?"
Is he a Ravens fan?
Yeah, he is.
Tell him he's our next great one. He's allowing Kyle Hamilton to actually be the Swiss Army knife that he can be.
Yeah.
Brian Dable announces at his post-draft press conference, Russell Wilson will be our starter. No brainer.
Yeah, no.
Gee, thanks for telling us something we already guessed.
Mr.
Unlimited.
My brother-in-law, actually, I forgot. I called him. I was like, "Oh, what time are you gonna be home?" Completely forgetting that the Jets and Giants split the field down the middle and do draft parties today. Charlie,
My
I
dad
yeah,
was
that's
actually
right.
a Jets fan.
MetLife.
Don't lie to me.
My dad was at the Jets draft party today. Was
Was he really?
Yeah. He goes with
All
his,
that,
his few
for
Jets friends
Armand
every year.
Membu, baby, yeah!
Woo!
I was there when they what was that? They came on Thibodeau and God, who's the offensive lineman that they took?
Evan Neal.
Big
Evan
fella.
Neal.
Evan
The
Neal.
bum.
And I think
The
that was
bum
the
Evan
same.
Neal.
Was that not the same one where they took where the Jets took Sauce?
Sauce and Garrett,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was a big night. Everybody was losing their mind.
And didn't they get another guy in that
They-
first round, an edge rusher?
Jermaine Johnson
Jermaine
in the
Johnson,
back half of the first round.
Yeah.
They picked up all
name.
3 of those first 5th-year options, so successful draft picks.
All right, the Bills pick is in.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I ain't got it.
Dayon, who had no clue who Malachi Starks was, goes, I go, great pick at safety out of Georgia. He goes, then I'm very glad. Don't feel bad for that fraud from Colorado.
We only got
That's
3 more
crazy.
picks, and it looks like the Bills are going to take this pick. So there's only 2 selections left for Shador Sanders.
Could Chiefs trade down?
They could.
Somebody moving up for Sanders?
I feel like they should try to go for offensive line here.
I'm telling you, the Chiefs are taking Tate Ratledge. Oh, while we're at it, I'm just looking at like the panel suits. Herb Street, not loving it. That gets a 3 for me. The teal,
That's-
the teal, happening for our man and Mr. Saban. Quality, 8 out of 10. Desmond, not loving the tie. Love the suit though.
So they literally just have their college football guys doing the draft?
Yes.
Well, they're the most entertaining panel they got, so
That's true.
makes sense.
Oh, the Eagles are on the clock.
They traded up 1 with Kansas City.
It's going to be Campbell. I don't even have the pick, but it's going to be
Why,
Campbell.
why would you even trade up there?
Because someone could jump you for him, the best linebacker in the draft? I don't know.
No, they weren't doing that.
The Chiefs could be spiteful. They could.
Do we know the Bills pick yet?
Maxwell Hairston,
No.
cornerback, Kentucky.
I really thought they were going to go D-line,
So
but
they didn't go Johnson and they
Oh,
didn't go
damn.
Amos.
Both are falling out of the first round, it seems. Then
Maxwell Hairston,
Good suit,
Maxwell
though.
Silverhammer, Maxwell's name whatever you want, cooked by Garrett Wilson. It doesn't matter.
by the way, this guy who's making the pick right now, what a fit! Love the turtleneck. I love it so much.
No. Maxwell Hairston. All right.
10 out of 10.
Oh, wow. You had Will Johnson. You had Amos on the board.
Go Hairston.
Yeah, I think they fumbled that pick. Honestly,
Yeah. That's a Bills tradition. It is a Bills tradition to fumble their first round pick. Outside of
Yeah, no,
Josh Allen.
I think they definitely messed that up for sure.
Yeah, the Eagles only gave up a 5th round pick to move up 1 spot. That's fun, right?
Yeah, that's freaking awesome.
Oh, this is who I've been seeing all night. Maxwell Harrison's hat. Love the suit jacket. I thought that was Genty just because from the back with like the braids, but obviously we rated his fit before, so I should have known that. This is I love the jacket. I hate the bottoms of this. Does anybody see what's going on here on Ants TV?
That's a good suit.
The top is great. The bottom is horrible.
No, I like the blue pants.
No, you're just wrong. Stop it.
Oh, with the
Points-
with the
points
Carolina
for-
blue Nike Jordan.
No, listen. He got points for matching the Buffalo blue. That's it. But it's not a great combo. I love the jacket though. Yeah, I don't know.
5'11"
Man.
and
You
a
guys think that this was
5'11" and 1/4 inches tall at corner.
You guys think that this was definitely better than Trey Amos or Will Johnson?
Probably not.
I'll be honest with you.
He's a
I don't
little
know enough to
undersized,
know.
but he's fast, quick. He's probably gonna be a coverage corner. Probably not a tackler.
I don't know.
It's kinda like when the
Will
Ravens
Johnson
took
off
Nate
the
Wiggins
off
last year.
pedigree. I don't know.
It's like when the Ravens took Nate Wiggins last year. Nate Wiggins when they had Kool-Aid, McKinstry, and all those guys on the board, and we're like, Nate Wiggins. Nate Wiggins was great. So I don't know. He could pan out. A small coverage,
I love it.
speedy corner.
Not loving it. Hey guys, Travis Hunter's going to be a Jaguar.
Yo,
Travis
imagine
Hunter?
the wide receiving core, him and Brian Thomas.
He's not playing wide receiver. He's gonna play wide receiver. They're gonna allow him to do
Him
whatever the
and
hell
Brian
he wants.
Thomas at wideout.
Duval.
Duval.
That's gonna be dangerous, man. That might be dangerous. If Trevor has no excuses this year if it doesn't work out.
He's got a good offensive play caller.
I disagree on that one.
Why?
Because your second wide receiver is going to be splitting time, playing full-time friggin' corner. Like, it's not going to work.
Yeah,
They're
but
going to run him into the ground.
Liam Cohen is a good offensive mind.
Yes.
You got a solid O line. You have two
Yes.
good backs in ETN and Tank Bigsby.
Sure.
He's got what he needs. He has the surroundings.
He needs another wide receiver and a full-time wide receiver.
He's got Gabe Davis still.
Gabe Davis went from to
Yeah, your boy said this dude was my guy on NCAA 25. Got him on my team on Michigan State. Talking about Maxwell Hairston.
interesting.
Still never. Is NCAA 26 going to come out on PC? Because I still haven't been able to play it.
Charlie, you should come over, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1v1?
I'll give you the smackdown.
All right, Eagles pick is in.
It's Jihad Campbell. It has to be. They tried to trade up to number 23 for him, and thank
Don't
God
you
they
get it?
failed.
They just got rid of Kenny Pickett to make room for Shador Sanders.
No. Imagine, dude, Jalen Hurts coming off Super Bowl MVP, and they draft Shador Sanders in the first round. That would be unreal.
Well, Kansas
you know,
City has
Hurts
this
is good to
32nd
miss,
overall
like a game
pick.
or two a year, right?
Kansas City has this 32nd overall pick, and if they decide to use the pick, it's official.
You know what they're thinking
Shador's
of? They're
out
thinking that
first.
they're gonna lock up a top seed. They're not gonna have to play like the last game or two of the season, and then they can throw out Shador there.
I think there's some trade possibility with the Chiefs here at the 32nd pick.
By the way, continuing with the suits for the ESPN panel, I have 6 out of 10 and 5 out of 10 for Desmond Howard, and
No,
Damn it, I
you just
forget who
hate
the
on
last guy is.
on Desmond Howard, so you're not gonna give him a good.
don't hate
you're
on
gonna-
Desmond Howard. He wore the first year that we were there. I think it was the second year. The second year that we were there for the Heisman, he wore this olive green with brown shoes. It to this day is one of the greatest suits I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
To
I wish
this
I owned
day.
that suit. That's how
You're-
nice it was.
To
You're
this
talking
day.
Dez?
Yeah. It was a green olive suit, like olive green suit with brown accents. I think it was like a brown pocket square, potentially brown tie, and definitely brown shoes. And it was like a lighter brown. It was not like it's kind of like a burnt brown, like not like rustic, but like almost looked like mahogany wood. Like it was fantastic.
To this
alright?
day.
It's one of the best suits I've ever seen in my life.
To this
I
day.
wish I owned it.
The best
I
suit I've seen in
also
my life.
I remember him. I don't remember the suit, but I remember him having the comb in his hair, and he
Yeah.
every couple minutes he would go.
So honestly, dude, that's a good look too.
He had the whole package.
You know, I'm trying to see
Pause.
if I can.
And a trip and probably a trip to Turkey,
I-
if you know what I'm saying.
Can't stand you right now. I don't remember him ever going both.
Exactly.
I mean, there's some people I know that I remember that go bald.
Stephen A. Smith got his hairline saved.
LeBron
Oh.
got his hairline saved.
LeBron a little bit.
LeBron, the guy's
Clippers
gonna get
up
the
20
Lakers
right
to
now in the
Western Conference
Nuggets.
Finals, right, Mazz? He's gonna get the Lakers to the Western Conference Finals. They're gonna get past Minnesota. They're gonna get past Houston.
All right, guys, listen up. A different source has linked the Rams' extra first round pick they got next year. They could potentially use that to acquire Cincinnati Bengals pass rusher Trey Hendrickson.
Oh, what team is this?
Can you repeat that for me? I zoned out.
So the Rams picked up that extra first rounder next year. They could potentially use that pick to acquire Trey Hendrickson from the Cincinnati Bengals.
Why would the Bengals do that though?
Because they can't pay him with all the other guys they got.
Yeah, their
Is that
defense
too
already
bright,
in
or can we
shambles.
see this?
Who is that?
That's Dez.
That is the Desmond Howard.
You
suit.
know I
It
had
is
to do it to him,
fantastic.
Desmond Howard.
It's fantastic. It's one of the best suits I've ever seen in my damn life.
Sugar, honey, iced tea. All right, here we go. Eagles pick.
It's Campbell.
John Campbell. You want him on the Bucks, Mazz. He's on the Eagles now. Versing you twice a year.
Yep, that sucks. That sucks.
I feel like everyone's having a great draft except the Cowboys.
Yeah, you really think that?
Nah, the Steelers are having a much worse time. It's all right.
I think the Steelers are having the absolute worst time. You know who's having the best time? I think the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, they made out like bandits in this first round.
We're rich. We're rich.
They were able to get Mason Graham, and they got like 3 picks.
Come on. They were due to make a master class after just absolutely
Travesty after travesty after
Botching.
travesty.
yeah with the Deshaun debacle. Dude, this damn Eagles fan is everywhere. The guy with the shoulder pads and the silver green
Yeah,
face paint.
I know who you're talking
mohawk.
about. I know who you're talking
What
about.
does this guy do? Does this guy just work just to go to Eagles
Did you
events?
see him?
Do they
Did you
pay
see
for him?
Skip Bayless do the like debating fans?
I gotta watch that actually.
He was there. He was in that panel of
That's
fans
funny.
that Skip was debating over LeBron.
I didn't watch
Alright.
the whole thing, but he got from like the clips I saw, he got absolutely cooked. Skip.
Well, yeah, no crap. That's Skip's whole gimmick.
Black
him getting
on black,
cooked?
Yeah.
some chains. This is a 5 out of 10. I'm not loving this suit from Jahad Campbell.
Chiefs'
just too
32nd
fun.
pick is already in, so that is official. Shadur Sanders is fallen out of the
Wow,
first round.
dude. That's so crazy to me.
Yeah, my cousin called it weeks ago. And then I got a picture of a acknowledge me with the Roman Reigns for saying that he wasn't gonna make it. He's been on this. I didn't want to believe it. This is insane. Apparently, a lot of like intelligent people that actually report have been saying that this was going to happen, and the media lied to us, and we all fell for it.
Well, they
Don't
want
believe
that
the
angle.
hype.
They want Shadur to be a good quarterback because that just makes the Sanders name like a new football dynasty. And look at the Mannings. The Mannings are a football dynasty. We want football
If it
dynasties.
sells, it sells.
Yep.
Yo, I've been watching the Clippers game this whole time. Memphis is up on OKC right now,
Oh wow.
93-81.
I mean, the thing is, it's an NBA game. Anything can happen, you know. Like Memphis is not a bad.
Yeah,
team.
I mean it's not even the fourth quarter yet, so who knows? But who's the Chiefs pick?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they should go offensive
gotta-
line. They gotta go offensive line.
Tate
Gotta be, right?
Ratledge.
I wouldn't mind Tate Ratledge here.
Shadur Sanders.
Never sees the field.
Luther Burden. Get another speedy receiver.
Luther Burden's still on the board. I forgot about him.
Please don't even say that right now. I
Oh
will
my goodness.
cry.
Are the Chiefs about a 40 chess everybody?
Yeah, because we don't know what's gonna happen with Rashi Rice. We don't know what's gonna happen with Rashi Rice, so they could be in the market for a receiver right now.
He's got
Josh
it.
Simmons.
Josh Simmons. Yeah, that's the
Good
safe pick. That's the easy pick.
Good pick.
Not bad. Josh Simmons falling to 32 is freaking crazy. I will say that. Did not expect it.
I mean, going into this season, he was supposed to be like a top 10 pick. I remember. Crazy stuff, man.
Crazy stuff.
No Shador in this first round. Wow.
All right. So real quick, let's go over to the second round. Could the Browns take him first pick in the second round?
They could.
Yeah.
Oh,
They totally could, right?
They could.
Dude, they would literally, if they do that, like
The Browns could be having a
Like,
great
just
draft
the-
right now. They could have one of the best.
I was
drafts
just
in
about
the-
to say they literally might have the best draft out of everybody right now if they end up with that. You take a gamble on a quarterback for the future while not having to necessarily
Waste the high pick.
throw him to the fire this year. You know what I mean? Like,
You know,
Yeah,
waste the high
for sure.
pick.
and they just fleeced Jacksonville for Travis. Like,
Y-
you know,
So the Browns pick at 33rd overall and then 36th overall.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, they could get Shador at that first pick, and honestly, their running back situation's kind of chopped right now, so they can go Travion Henderson.
Mike Green's still on the board. Nicky Manwari still on the board. Donovan
I
Azaraku,
hope Mike Green does not go to the freaking Browns, bro.
Trey Amos.
Tennessee could get Mike Green. I can see that.
All right, so
Shit, man.
fellas,
Here comes the final pick of the first round. It's more than likely we know it's going to be Josh Simmons. As we will wrap up night one. How do we feel about night one? Who is the winners? Who were the losers?
Cleveland absolute winners for me.
Cleveland's probably the
Big
biggest
time.
winner.
I am also gonna stand by that. The Steelers might be the biggest losers.
Yeah, I think the Steelers are definitely in my three biggest losers. I think Chicago losers for not taking Tyler Warren
Sure,
when they could have, and they took.
I don't know about that, man.
but they
I don't know
did take a
about that.
position like we thought that they were gonna go tight end. They did end up taking a tight end.
Yeah,
like,
but
maybe
come
they
on.
took the
I think
wrong
Warren
one.
is just he's gonna
you
be.
know?
I was telling Mazz Charlie before you came on. I think in 5 years' time, the top three tight ends in the NFL are going to be Brock Bowers, Trey McBride, and Tyler Warren.
I also think you have to think Giants as winners for sure.
It's
I mean,
yet to be
Abdul
seen.
Carter-
It's yet to be seen. We don't know what
they-
Shador is going to be.
Sure, but they also accomplished what they were looking out to do the entire time from what we've been seeing. You know,
Yeah.
like, they pulled it off.
If you ask a Giants fan, they'll say it's an A+. For me, I'm going to say it's a B+.
So you know what? Why don't we just go through like all the picks real quick and what had happened and just give it a grade?
Yeah, we'll
And
we'll,
out
we'll
here.
do it really quickly. Cause
Yeah. The last thing here, you know,
All right.
want to thank everybody for
first pick.
coming out.
Yeah, Cam Ward, first pick.
So I'm not going off of. I'm going off of the team need and what he could be essentially, like more so of like what like they needed. Like I
Yeah.
think this is an A pick.
And then I got an A for that too.
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah,
Go
sure.
ahead, be harsh on it. Be harsh. You
Nah,
can.
it's an A. It's an A. Cam
Charlie's gonna be like,
Ward's,
these motherfuckers got a
Hey.
C plus. They didn't get it right. Fuck them.
Cam Ward is my personal friend. Okay, great pick.
Hmm.
It's an A.
Travis, I think Jacksonville
A+.
for having to make the trade is. I think that brings it down.
So I think getting Travis is absolutely an A plus, but I think like balancing out, it comes down to like a B plus for me. 'Cause I think
agree.
he's still gonna be great, you know, but it can't be that you gave up way too much.
Way too much.
I agree. I love the fit of Travis Hunter. He's from that area. Like that's just so awesome, dude. Like
So
I
what do
love
you got?
that. Considering the draft pick implications, what they gave up to get him, yeah, it's a B minus. B minus.
Okay.
All right.
Abdul Carter.
So
the
what are you at?
Giants
I
what?
said B plus there.
I'll say B plus.
said
as
B
well.
plus there.
I'm saying B plus as well.
Yeah.
Abdul Carter 3 for the Giants. That's an A plus to me.
A plus.
That's an A plus.
A. I don't know about A plus.
A
Come
plus.
on, that was the best
Monster.
pick you could have made at that pick.
He might be the best player in the draft.
He could be.
I'm calling this right now. I said it earlier in the stream. You weren't here for it. Enjoy the Knicks game, of course, right? I will tell you right now, if Travis plays both ways and he gets burnt out, this will be the best player in the draft.
I mean, yeah. I just like I feel like Giants' best case scenario probably would have been a trade down.
Maybe.
Acquire more asset. I mean,
But
obviously
they
it takes
still
two
got
to
Jackson
tango.
Dart. They still got what they wanted in the end.
They
Yeah,
pulled it off.
they did. But if they had been able to trade down, they would have acquired more assets so that they could have had more picks in the second and third round. Because now they don't have a second round pick.
Sure. But they
So
already do they need a second round pick though? Because they essentially
probably
just
do.
got
They should.
You know?
They definitely do need a second
So-
round pick.
I'm going
They-
in.
they took the future with it. So
But they need day one players. That team needs a lot of day one players.
fair enough.
Will Campbell for the Patriots. That's an A.
It's an A. They needed it.
They needed it. Best lineman in the draft.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
I think so.
Is he the best lineman in the draft?
Okay,
Are we sure
Mr.
about that?
Amon Membu.
That's what the case
The-
that you wanted to make.
the-
You weren't even excited for the goddamn pick.
The Jet
Now
bias
Amon
is
Membu
already
is
showing
awesome.
here.
It set in.
I'm
There
excited.
it
I'm
is.
excited for Armand Membu. What are you
You
talking
didn't
about?
give a shit.
He's not better than Will
What?
Campbell. Come on.
Charlie.
Yes, he
Charlie
is.
literally hit us with the. I'm gonna go. You didn't even. He's so great. You didn't even watch him get picked with us. Damn it.
Because I was locked into the Knicks, dude. I knew the pick like 5 minutes before you guys, so suck my fucking dick.
That's insane. Disrespectful,
All
insubordinate,
right,
and Charlie
Mason
shot that
Graham.
one.
Mason Graham.
B plus.
Where's that? with the
No,
Panthers?
it's an A. It's an A because of the trade. Because
The
the trade. It's an A.
trade and everything that led them to get Mason Graham.
I'm
They
sorry, I'm
still
sleepy.
a good
Who
D
who that
tackle.
end up with the Browns? Yeah, absolutely. It's an A plus. It's a great trade.
Yep.
It's everything that comes with it. You know, not just him. If it was just him, I'd be like A minus. But with the trade, it's an absolute. It's an A plus plus. They're fleecing out here.
Genty to the Raiders at 6.
A plus, A plus.
I'll just say an
Genty
A
to the
minus.
Raiders.
I give him an A.
I'm at an A.
A minus.
It's an A. I think he's gonna be great.
I think he's
He's
gonna
gonna be so
too.
sick.
I wasn't.
He's gonna be great behind, dude. A Pete Carroll team. They're gonna run the fucking rock. It's gonna
Oh,
be
dude,
sick.
this might be Beast Mode 2.0. Holy shit. Yeah, give me an A plus. I'm with Charlie here. They need it.
All right, Armand Membu. I'm giving this a C minus.
It's legitimately. It's not sexy. We knew what it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Like it's what it should have
It's an A
been.
plus.
It's an A. It's an A plus pick.
A plus.
Dude, this perfectly rounds out the offensive line. You got Olu Fashanu, who was a first-round pick last year at left tackle. You have John Simpson, who's a solid starter. You got Joe Tippmann, who was a second-round pick 3 years ago. You have Elijah Vera Tucker, who was a first-round pick 4 years ago. And now you got Armand Membo at the right side, who's a first-round pick this year. That is a very talented offensive line. We just got to see it on the field.
Yep.
Okay. Tet McMillan 8 to the Panthers.
Hey, you know what? Drop me down to an A on that one.
I wanted them to take Tyler
Oh.
Warren with that pick. I really did.
On what? The Jets or the
Yeah.
Panthers?
On the Jets. On the Jets.
Why?
Because this kid's gonna end up playing. You know, have to learn 3 different spots and never get a lead at one of them.
Oh my.
All right, Panthers. Tet McMillan 8.
I think that's an A.
I'm not a huge tech guy. I'll go B.
I just think that could be the number one, and like you're getting Bryce Young help. I like
I mean,
it.
you just drafted a receiver last year in the first round, legit. So it's like now you're going.
Still needing
at
more help.
8th overall. There was a lot more holes you could have gone to. I think you could have gone offensive
I
line there.
you know, maybe they should have traded back low key if we're being honest.
They could have.
You know.
I'm giving that.
I think
a
they were
B. I'm
trying.
giving
They
that-
were
I'm giving that a
probably
B
trying
minus.
to.
You know
I'm
what?
giving that a B minus.
I'm gonna drop down to a B plus. You talked me into it.
Kelvin Banks Jr. to the Saints. I'm giving that a C plus.
I think that's an overdraft. If I'm
I
being
think it is an
completely
overdraft
honest.
too.
I don't know about overdraft. I think it's a B minus. I just think that they have more needs than offensive line. But
I'm also with the B minus with Charlie.
I'm giving it a C plus. Colston Loveland. This is one of the worst picks of the first round in my eyes. I'm giving this
C
a
minus.
D.
C minus all day. C
This
minus.
is a D.
I'll give it a
Like-
C flat because I'm higher on Loveland than you guys.
Mhm.
My confusion is you got Cole Kmet. Like,
You still
got
use
Colston
two
Loveland.
tight end packages. That's a big
it's
thing. there.
not worse for me because they got the position that they were targeting at. Like everybody was speculating, probably tight end for the most part, right? So like they got the tight end. I just think that they got the wrong tight end,
Me too.
okay.
and he was available. You know, like, and he was absolutely available. So for that, you know, they get a little save, but still.
Michael
Right,
Williams,
yeah.
11 to the Niners. I think this was a little bit of an overdraft, but I feel like the Niners, they're so good at drafting defense and developing defense. I think Michael Williams is
Sure.
going to be a stud. 6'5",
B plus.
260. I'm going to give this a B+. plus.
Charlie.
I'll go with a B. I'll be real. I'm not too familiar with him, so I'm just gonna ride the wave.
Mazz, Tyler Booker, 12 to the Cowboys.
Not sexy. Much needed. We need an offensive line. It's. Do I wish that we got the sexy pick with it? Do I wish that a trade would have came 100%? I think this is 100% in the B plus A minus area. I'm gonna lock in with B plus to be on the safer side.
I'm going to give it an A-. As much as I was laughing when it first happened, because I knew how much you
Mhm.
wanted Amari Hampton or
Yep.
something sexy,
Yep.
it is a good pick. I think Zach Martin's getting up there in age. You needed a good offensive guard to keep the line
Well,
moving.
Zach retired. It's done.
It's done. So like you need a new guard, and I think Tyler Booker's a good guy to bring in the new train. I think Tyler Booker was very underrated in this draft too. He was
He's the
slotted like really low in terms of like.
he's the 51st overall prospect.
Yeah, I know.
according
but
to
I
Matt
feel,
Miller.
I feel like he shouldn't be. I really feel like he shouldn't be. I feel like he
I
should have
don't-
been higher.
I'm gonna go with like a B minus C plus. I think it's
Hey,
definitely
Mark
a
my
need.
words. This
Definitely
kid
a
is
need.
going to be a bigger mainstay for the Dallas Cowboys than Armand Membu will be for the Jets.
Another ad hominem for
Book it.
Mazz. Makes no sense.
it.
Anyway,
All right.
Book it.
Kenneth Grant.
could have gone with
Oh, sorry.
with Hampton. Could have gone with Matthew Golden. I think either of those would have been better picks in my opinion.
All right. Kenneth
I'm
Grant.
actually glad that they went with him over Golden.
Okay. Kenneth Grant, 13 to the Dolphins.
C plus
C+.
overdraft.
Right on the head. I think they needed more secondary.
Yeah. I would have gone Barron here.
I agree.
Or Malachi
Johnson.
Starks. One of those two.
Or it's Will Johnson, just one of the three. Like,
Will Johnson's available, so
yeah,
I could still go up and get him.
you know.
But yeah, I'd give that probably like a B minus. Tyler Warren to the Colts at 14. That's a freaking A plus.
A+.
That's amazing.
It's an A.
Colts.
And Mazz hit that in his mock draft. Let's go.
I didn't
And
hit that one. I thought Tyler
that was
would go
really
higher.
that was really the only like glaring need on the roster. I feel like everything else is like decent enough. You know,
They could probably use a little bit more defense.
maybe.
They definitely could use a little bit more on the edge. Jalen Walker to Falcons. I think he's 2 straight A pluses.
Jalen Walker's a good pick.
To the Falcons, I think just having that hybrid guy that you can move around and just do whatever you need to.
Need a defense that you go out there and get a guy that can literally fill multiple positions on it. It's absolutely an A+.
Yeah, I think 2 straight A pluses there. Walter Nolan to the Cardinals at 16.
I like him. I
like
thought
him.
he was going to go to San Francisco.
I think this is
You
like
know,
a B plus.
I think it's. I'm at an A-.
That sounds about right. B plus A minus. I'm good with that.
Shamar Stewart to the Bengals. I wish they would have gone either Jihad or.
I'm just happy that they got somebody. I'm hitting them with an A. Like, they got an edge. Let's go.
I'll
Good
go A
for them.
minus. I wish because I think they could have gone someone a little bit better like Jihad, or maybe Pierce. I think they could have gone someone a little better.
Yeah.
All right, Gray Zabel, 18 to the Seahawks, offensive guard.
A B plus. It's a good pick because they
Yeah,
needed offensive
B+.
lineman real bad.
Yeah, that fills a need. Nothing sexy, just gets the job done. B plus.
Give me a B-.
Emeka Egbuka, 19 to the Bucks. Wide receiver from Ohio State.
B minus
Was it
only
needed?
because because it wasn't a need.
it wasn't.
Only
Was it
I like the
needed?
player. Wasn't a need.
Was it needed? No. However, the Cowboys didn't need CD Lamb when they took him, and that worked out just well. I'm not saying it's going to be that, but I'm saying it's going to work out well. For that reason, B+.
I mean, if you look at the Ohio State wide receiver track record over the last few years, it just says that it usually pans out. So, like, I can't knock the pick, but also at the same time, I can feel like if you're Tampa Bay, you could have gone in any other direction that could have improved your team day one. But I can't knock Emeka Egbuka. I'm giving it an A minus.
I like it.
Jahdae Barron, cornerback, Texas to the Broncos at 20.
I'm
A
confused
minus.
by that one, but I like him, so I'm at a B+.
Yeah, I like him too. It's just I was confused. You know, with the Broncos, that was probably one of their least pressing needs. It was cornerback.
Yeah,
I wish they would have gone Amari Hampton there, if I'm being honest.
I'm with you.
But I'm not gonna hate the pick because I like the player. And you can never have too many good cornerbacks. That's like one of the positions you can just always get more of and always have. So
Sure.
I'll give that an A minus as well. Derek Harmon, D tackle Oregon to the Pittsburgh Steelers. That is a D minus, almost an
C
actually not
minus.
F. I'm giving this an F.
I'm
C
gonna be
minus.
honest, it's a C minus.
I'm gonna
No,
give it an
dude,
F.
it's a D. It's a D. What the hell are we doing out here, dude? It's a D. That is my worst pick of the entire draft. Like, you literally need a quarterback. Like, good God, what are we doing? You could have went out there and got it. You could have traded back in. They did absolutely goddamn nothing.
Not
for
only
it.
that,
no.
you just need offense. You need an offensive
it's a D
player.
plus.
You need something.
D
Wide
plus.
receiver, running back, something. And you took a D tackle when
Well,
you already
they
have
do
invested.
two wide
When
receivers.
you're,
I don't know if they
the
need wide
only team in the
receivers, but-
NFL, the only team in the NFL that invests more money into their defense than their offense.
Yeah.
You needed offense
agree.
here, and you took a D tackle.
I don't think that they needed a wide receiver, but they did need just about anything else. But the kid that's going to be playing, what's his name? Is it Warren? That's their running back right now.
TJ
Jalen
Warren?
Warren.
Yeah.
No,
Jalen
Oh,
Warren.
he's
shit.
not. He's not a
He's
wide
pretty
running
solid.
back one. He's not.
TJ Warren's
solid,
in the NBA.
No, Derek Harmon is an F pick. That's an F. That's
I'm
the only.
sleepy,
That
man.
might
I'm
be the
sorry.
only F grade I give in this first round.
Mm-hmm.
Omarion Hampton to the Chargers. I love it. I think it's a
A.
good play marker. It's an A. Yeah, I love it.
It's an A plus.
Yeah, that's just a good pairing with Herbert, and he's a good
Yeah.
receiving back too, so he can have a good check down option. Love it, love it, love it. Him and Najee are gonna be David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs 2.0.
Yeah, it's an
Okay.
A plus.
Matthew Golden to the Packers at 23. I'm gonna give this one a B plus, just because I feel like
Yep.
this is another sort of same type of archetype. 5'11", 191, a fast, good route running receiver. That's just like every Packers receiver right now. I think he's just gonna sort of blend in to what they got right now. If you're gonna go receiver, I would have loved someone just with a little bit better of a skill set.
Let's not forget that the Eagles tried to trade up to this spot for Jahad Campbell. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, you could have traded out.
They
of
got him at 31.
You could have
And
traded
they
out. of the
still
spot.
got him.
They still got him. It's so weird. I don't know.
And again, the Packers could have traded out of this spot and potentially still could have gotten Matthew Golden.
Possibly. Or if they had missed him, they could have gotten fucking Luther Burden or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
All right, Donovan Jackson, guard, Ohio State to the Vikings at 24.
No comment. I was not familiar with this guy before they picked him. Not gonna lie.
They're getting protection for a guy who certainly is going to need it, but
The Vikings always have
I don't
injuries on their offensive line. Like it's like a yearly thing
Yeah.
with them. They always have
It's like a-
offensive line injuries.
I'm at a C plus here.
I'm gonna give this a B just because it's probably maybe I'll probably go with you, Mazz. C plus. I think it's just a little bit of a reach pick, but it's just there's something they needed. Their roster's already so good, so it's like, what else do they really need outside of like
Sure.
some depth pieces? And this guy's probably gonna be a depth piece on the offensive line. So they honestly could have traded out of that pick if they really wanted to. Now 25, the Giants traded up to Houston to take Jackson Dart, quarterback from Ole Miss.
It's an A.
Dude, low key, am I crazy to say that I think Sanders is gonna be a better quarterback than this guy?
I don't know if you're crazy for saying that, but I don't think that it's. I think it could still be like a race, and clearly they were higher on Dart. They went and got their guy. I don't think it was like a crazy ransom to pay for it. So I gotta I'm giving props to the Giants right now. Like this is how unbiased I'm being. I think it's an A. Like I think they average out at like an A plus for like this draft. They accomplished everything that they want. They got their two guys.
Yeah,
Like good,
sure.
good for the Giants.
They executed their plan, but was it the right plan? That's the
Oh,
question
okay,
we're
sure.
asking here. Is it the right plan?
Well,
'Cause
definitely
Shador
A
Sanders, by all metrics that we've gone
Mm-hmm.
by, is kind of the better quarterback.
But I don't know.
if,
though. A lot of the
95% of
experts
people are telling you to
have
take Shador
Dart
Sanders over
climbing.
Jackson Dart, and Shador Sanders ends up being
Mhm.
better than Jackson Dart, this pick looks stupid.
Let me put it to you this way, right? When I'm so sorry to use you as a fucking example, Charlie. I feel like it always happens, and I do not even mean to bust your balls on this one. When Zach Wilson went over Justin Fields, I went, that's insane, that's crazy, this is a horrible pick. I ended up liking Zach Wilson for how they treated him, and I hope he does really good, maybe in Miami or wherever the hell. Like I hope like he turns like the page. But when they first drafted him, I was like, this is ridiculous. Like literally, Justin Fields is there. Like this is horrible. But after reading everything, seeing Shador play, seeing Jackson Dart play, let's not forget SEC football is way harder than playing over in, what was it, the Big 12 than they
Big
were
12.
playing. So it's like not for nothing. Like, and I normally don't love SEC quarterbacks when they're from certain schools. He doesn't fit that criteria of that certain school, right? So I'm actually more inclined that I think it's closer in this conversation than the Fields Wilson one is. Like, I don't think this is like an egregious one where it's like they're absolutely missing on it, is what I'm saying. Like this is a lot
This is
closer
like
of
a
a debate
Justin
than
Herbert
people think you
Tua
admit.
situation.
Maybe.
Kind of.
And Jackson Dart being Herbert and
Yeah.
Shador Sanders being Tua.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Because if they're both kind of
Keep
like
moving.
that same caliber, we'll see.
Who didn't Sam Darnold go over a couple of people too?
Yeah, Lamar and
Yeah, but
Josh
Sam
Allen.
Darnold was he
Yeah.
was consensus QB1 coming out of that draft though.
You think? I wasn't high on him when
Yes,
it
he
happened.
was. He was, Maz.
I
It was
admittedly,
all mocks
I don't
had
know everything.
Sam Darnold, then Baker, then Josh Allen, then Rosen, then Lamar.
That was it. I definitely wasn't on the Josh Allen over him thing. Like I had no clue, but I had Baker's QB1 in that draft.
All right, James Pierce Jr., 26. The Falcons traded up to get James Pierce Jr. from LA.
What did they give up in that?
A first round pick next year.
Yeah, dude, that's how much I like James Pierce Jr., but that is way too much, dude. I'm in a D+ area.
I'm going to give this a C because I think James Pierce Jr. is going to be a good – and I think the Falcons are going to be a good team next year regardless. So it's like I don't think that first-round pick is going to be like a high-end first-round pick. It's not going to be like a top 10, top 20. Like when Carolina traded to Chicago for Bryce Young and then that pick ended up becoming the first overall pick. Like, it's not going to be like that. I think the Falcons are going to be a good team next year, so that's going to be a late first. It's pretty much going to be like the same value. I don't mind this. I think James Pierce...
Or they used it as a trade chip for Trey Hendrickson.
They could. And I wouldn't mind that. I don't hate this pick. I don't hate the trade up for it. But I'm going to give it a B.
Too nice.
Malachi Starks, 27 to the Ravens, safety from Georgia.
A.
Yeah,
Fucking
just for the
A,
value.
dude.
Just for the value that they get. A. Like it was great value. Like that guy was supposed to
Yeah.
go top 12 in the draft, and then he just fell down boards. Just because.
And he's going to be just elite. You know it already. Like
yeah, it's just the Ravens way,
damn
man.
it.
He was a 3-year starter at Georgia, man. 3-year starter.
Hate you.
All right, Tyleek Williams, D tackle from Ohio State at 28 to the Lions. We really didn't know anything about this
B.
guy.
B only because I trust the Lions implicitly with this kind of stuff.
Yeah. You know what? I guess you're right. B-.
Yeah, I'll stick with you, Charlie. I'll say B. All right, 29, Josh Connerly Jr. for the Oregon. I think this is an A pick from Washington.
A-.
I'm giving this an A. I love it.
I only say A- because they have Laramie Tunsil.
Yeah.
And I can't remember his name, but they have another tackle who was solid last year who they picked in the second round, but I can't remember his damn name.
B+.
I think this is an A pick. I think the Washington has silently had the best offseason in the NFL this year. Arguably, like silently, like they've been making the moves under everyone's nose right now, and I think this Connerly pick here in the late first is another good stepping stone to just solidify that offensive line around Jaden Daniels. I love it. I'm giving it an A.
We're falling to 3 in the NFC East, and that's pissing me off.
You already were.
Shut up.
Maxwell
Shut
Hairston,
up.
cornerback, Kentucky to the Buffalo Bills.
See,
Dude, they gave up they passed on some bigger guys for me, man. I don't like this. I'm at a C.
Yeah, Johnson and Amos were both there. I like.
Mhm.
I don't think Harrison's a bad corner. He's a little undersized, but he's that speedy, good coverage. He was a 4.28 40-yard dash, which is the fastest among corners. So that definitely elevated his draft stock a lot. And the Bills' defense under Sean McDermott definitely centers around speed. So I don't hate this pick for them as much. This pick is aging on me a little bit more. It's not as bad as when I first listened to it. So I'm gonna give it a.
Oh no,
B.
it's actually aging worse for me. If I'm being honest.
Trey Amos better.
Move on before I give it a worse grade.
I'm giving this.
I
a B.
get the
No,
Will Johnson injury concerns,
I'm
but
not
like,
hating on it. I'm not gonna hate on it. It's actually aging on me a little bit better. The more I hear about it. 4.2840.
Final grade?
That's no joke, man.
Final grade,
Give it a B.
Charlie.
see,
Say.
Jahad Campbell to the Eagles. This is an A+.
yeah, I mean it's an A. It's best like off-ball linebacker in the draft probably.
And he goes to the best defense in the NFL. Like,
Yeah.
what
It's an
else? Eagles can't keep getting away with this. They can't. It's just freaking
They
criminal.
can't keep getting away with it.
It's just criminal.
Jerry Jones, give up whatever you have to. Go get me a GM like Howie.
And then the last pick of the first round, 32, Josh Simmons, offensive tackle
A.
from Ohio State to the Chiefs. Yeah,
Hey.
I just
They
give it an
needed it.
A. I think that's a very good pick.
Yeah.
It's a very good
They
pick.
they needed it. It's an A.
Especially after what happened in the Super Bowl. They needed
Yeah.
offensive
Needed
tackles.
bodies.
And that's it.
Baby Ted Ratledge.
That has been our NFL draft first round live stream.
And
How do you guys
we've
feel?
been
Went?
here for 4 hours, baby.
Goddamn, guys.
And we made it on before the first pick was selected. Right as we got on, Cam Ward got selected.
No.
You know, so like we made
God
it with
bless you
timely
guys.
fashion. Charlie made it as well. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired as hell. I
I'm
want to
tired.
shout out.
I was trying to get
for
through those
tuning
grades
in.
as fast as possible, guys. I'm
You know.
sorry.
Shout out. Listen, I'm gonna give it to Angie as fan of the night, just interacting like crazy. That was
Bobby
awesome.
Sticks
We
as
appreciate
well.
you, buddy. Shout out Bobby Sticks. Shout out Billy. Shout out Anthony. John Carlo stopping in. Logan stopping in. We appreciate everybody. You know, that was awesome.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think this might be too long for me to upload in podcast format. I think.
It's okay. We have the stream up on YouTube, so if any of you guys want to watch this later on and see our picks and see how bad these age, it'll be great.
I will be going through tomorrow and looking at all our picks to see who had the best percentage with it. Point
yeah.
for nailing the pick, essentially. You know, and don't worry, I will not be giving myself a pick for nailing the Matthew Golden later on pick at the end.
I'm gonna go back. We did a podcast in like March, I think, where
Mhm.
I said pencil in Ashton Genty to the Raiders at 6. I might have to
You
pull
did.
that clip
No,
up.
no, you absolutely did say that.
I might have to pull that clip up.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, let us
And-
know if you want to us
and-
do more of these live streams moving forward. I loved it. I had a great time. This was
And-
awesome.
When the Raiders GM says that he loves a position, you believe him.
All right, yeah, I won't fall for the smoke screens anymore. I won't.
All right, fellas, thank you
Good night, friends.
very much. We appreciate it, and let us know if you like the content. We need feedback. We'll see you later.
All right, peace.